Oh boy, we are back. And we are back with some not great news about the Thunder. Unfortunately, we have some things to talk about. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. That is right. Boy, oh boy, did suddenly a very fun matchup just turn excruciatingly disappointing. Because right before we're about to start, I said, all right, hold on. Because I know the Thunder have been dealing with injuries. We knew this coming in tonight. We knew Shea was not going to play. He's been ruled out for a while. He was out another week, at least coming out of the All-Star break with the abdomen injury. Okay, we knew J-Dub was going to be out. He's been out for a while. They said reevaluated after another 2 to 3 weeks after the All-Star break. I said, okay. But the Thunder are a deep team. They can put out a competitive lineup even without their two best players. But I said, let me go ahead, let me check the injury report just to make sure we got everything situated. So let's go ahead, let's see what the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to put out there tonight. Because SGA, like I said, we know. Probably the front runner for MVP of the season, if he could play 65 plus games, is out. We knew that though. Okay, no problem with that. I knew that going in. J-Dub, second best player on the team. Okay, I knew he's going to be reevaluated. He's not been healthy. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I get that. J-Dub, out tonight. No problem. We knew that coming in. Chet Holmgren is out tonight. Their third best player. He's out with a back injury. And who knows, maybe it's a real back injury, but I'm just saying. He's out with a back injury here today. He had been playing. He's been healthy. He's been hooping. He's been trying to keep this Thunder team afloat while their two best players are out. He's been doing a dang good job of that. But today, he said, nah, that Duren kid, that Isaiah Stewart, I don't even know if Stewart's playing today. I don't know where he's at with his suspension. I don't think he is. But either way, that Duren kid, even Paul Reed, if he's got to come out the bed, they're a little physical. I'm good. I'm good today. I don't need that. I don't need those problems. I don't need to play them here today. So he's out. Okay. I think Lou Dort is next. Lou Dort is available to play. All right, clap it up for Lou Dort. The football player turned basketball player. Not really, but he really does play football out there on the basketball court. Lou Dort is available to play. Lou Dort's not had, we could talk about him real quick. Lou Dort's not had a fantastic season at all. 9 points, 4 boards, 1.3 assists. Okay, cool. About a steal, half a block. Interesting. Under 40% from the field, not great. 35% from three-point range is significantly better than where he was. He was sub 30 and has slowly started to make more and more shots. He's up to 35%, which is nice. A far cry from where he shot it last year with his percentage, but either way, he's starting the round back into form, especially down the end quarter of the season here going into the playoffs. So shout out Lou Dort. He's actually available to play today. We'll see what kind of disruptance he could have against a Cade Cunningham, because he's going to kind of be out there on an island by himself. Isaiah Hartenstein, the Benedict Arnold, the traitor, and also the coward, who is not playing today because of rest. On a night where Chet Holmgren is out, on a night where SGA and J-Dub are out, the three best players, you would think that a guy making $30 million would be like, all right, well, let me step in there. Let me help out the squad, right? Let me be there for the team. No, we're just gonna go ahead and sit him for rest. Not even a fake injury. They didn't even come up with a fake injury for him, like I suspect they did for maybe Chet Holmgren. I'm not gonna deny that his back probably hurts, but I'm just saying if SGA and J-Dub are healthy, Chet Holmgren's probably playing as well. Hartenstein's out with rest, and maybe he's coming back from like injury, and it's an injury management type of rest situation. But I just find it interesting that he's resting against the rough and tumble Detroit Pistons. Okay. No Isaiah Hartenstein today, no Chet Holmgren. Two guys who I thought were probably going to play today against a really tough and make this an interesting contest. But both of them are out. Okay, Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso's been out for a while. He's got an ankle sprain, so okay. Didn't really fully expect him to be available for today. I thought maybe, which was part of the reason why I went to go check the injury report right before the game. I said, oh, well, maybe Alex Caruso will play today, right? I know he's been hurt with the ankle. I don't know where he is in his recovery period, so let me just go check, see where he's at. He probably won't play, but let me check. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe he's questionable. No, he's been ruled out. Okay, we knew that. We knew that coming in. He's got the ankle injury. Okay, but Alex Caruso's out. How many people have we covered so far? We've covered one guy. One guy of their top 5, top 6, right? No SGA, no J-Dub, no Chet Holmgren, no Isaiah Hartenstein. 4 of their 5 starters out. Against the team with the best striker in the NBA. This is a team that let it be known to the world. Oh yeah, we're going for that 70 plus games, 70 plus wins this season. We're going for that. Yeah. No, I mean, it's so crazy. We have so many expectations. I mean, winning gets kind of boring. I mean, Jada was talking to the reporters like, yeah, winning gets a little boring sometimes, you know? Like, it's hard to get up for every game. Like, okay. And now everybody's sitting out for rest against the rough and tumble Detroit Pistons, who are about to take over as the number 1 seed in the entirety of the NBA because you wanted the rest today. Not J-Dub specifically, not SGA specifically. Those guys have legitimate injuries. Not Caruso, who's got a legitimate injury. Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, I guess. Hartenstein's literally out with rest. They couldn't come up with a fake injury for him. Chet Holmgren, I got my suspicions. Back, you can't really argue against a back injury, right? If somebody says my back hurts, there's really nothing you could do. Back is a sensitive place. They can't tell them, play through it, right? Because it's a back injury. You don't want somebody to play through a back injury. So to put him out there with back injury, nothing really too specific, nothing that actually caused the injury for a, however old he is, 21, 22-year-old player, okay. Back injury. K. Hazy, what's up, K. Hazy? Drolano, what's up, Drolano? K. Hazy said Chet knows he would end up with an even worse injury playing against Detroit linebackers. Fair. Very fair. If maybe he felt even just a little bit discomfort in his back, fair to say, well, against the Detroit Pistons, I'm definitely going to sit out because they're gonna make it worse, if anything. So fair. Kayson Wallace is playing. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles the pressure here tonight as the main ball handler out there with no SGA, no J-Dub to help him out, no Caruso to help him out. So Kayson Wallace got a big boulder sitting on his shoulders here tonight as kind of one of the very few ball handlers they have left. Jared McCain is also going to be available. He's going to have to play alongside Kayson Wallace a lot tonight because they're going to need some ball handling going up against the defensive pressure that Detroit could put out there. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Very, very interesting. Aaron Wiggins is also one of those guys who can handle the ball a little bit as well. He will also be available, the man who saved basketball. But we talked about him the last time we saw him play in the sense that he is kind of the perfect 7th or 8th man in the rotation. As far as like taking up his usage up to like starter level, which he will be in the starting lineup tonight because of all the injuries for Oklahoma City here. His value and his effectiveness and his impact on the game kind of wavers. If he's hot from three-point range, which he's shooting 37.7, we'll round it up to 38% from three-point range this year. If he can get hot from three-point range, boy, oh boy, it can be a little difficult to guard him, right? Because now you have to apply some pressure, you have to close out hard on him, then he's attacking closeouts, he's getting finishes around the rim, he's drawing fouls, he can do those things, right? Having 10 points per game off the bench, like I said, the perfect 7th or 8th man on a basketball team. As far as like a starter, maybe not the greatest role for him, but he's going to have to step it up here tonight with all the injuries that they have. So, okay, Aaron Wiggins step up to the plate. He could definitely do it. A.J. Mitchell is one of those guys who was on pace and his name was definitely going to come up in the 6th man of the year conversations. It will no longer because he's been out so long with an injury. He's had a real injury, right? He is, as of February 19th, like Shea, is ruled out at least one more week with an abdomen strain. So it is the 25th. We're coming up on about a week. So he should be coming back, I don't know, within the next couple of games, I assume, but no update on A.J. Mitchell outside of that. Last update was February 19th, which is 6 days ago, which is approaching a week now, right? But he is out. He's not playing here tonight. Great, cool, awesome. Another ball handler, another really solid player for them, was averaging 14 a game. Still out in this really, what was supposed to be fun matchup here tonight, and now suddenly I'm significantly less interested in this matchup. And then we get the Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. That's kind of where I'm going to end the Thunder coverage. I mean, we could really dig deep into their bench and be like, okay, well, who's playing then, right? We go down their roster. We know Nikola Topic is going to get an opportunity. Brandon Carlson will get an opportunity, maybe. Probably not. They'll lean on Isaiah Joe, Jared McCain. They'll lean on Kason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins. They'll lean on big man Jalen Williams and small ball big Kenrich Williams. Does that sound like a fun matchup tonight? I don't know. You guys be the judge. Hopefully it ends up being fun and entertaining. The thing about Oklahoma City is they have a really, really good sort of culture and system. So they tend to be competitive. It's really difficult to blow out this Thunder team, even though they have been dealing with all these injuries. But playing arguably the second best team, and honestly, by record, they have the best record in the NBA. So let's just call it what it is. The best team in the NBA in the regular season so far, the Detroit Pistons, playing against them with your, B guys and C guys, probably isn't going to go well here tonight. I'm hoping it's going to be fun and competitive. I'm rooting like hell for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, obviously, you guys know me. I tend to root for the underdog, as I think most people would, especially in sports. When you don't have a vested interest in either team, you tend to just root for the underdog to make the upset. Everybody's going to root for David. Very few people end up rooting for Goliath. So I'm rooting like hell for the Oklahoma City Thunder to at least make this an entertaining basketball game for us tonight, because otherwise tonight will end up be a huge wasted opportunity for what should be an incredible what should have been an incredible basketball game. I think even if this ends up going down to the wire, it's going to ultimately feel a little disappointing because we don't get to see the stars of the Thunder and what makes that team special go up against the Detroit Pistons and what makes them special. I think these two teams play at least one more time this season. Let me go to the schedule here for the Thunder and just kind of scroll down a little bit. I don't think they played yet this season. They play later, right? Tell me they play later. No, I don't see them. This is the only time that this game is going to be taking place here. If we go down, they should tell us right here. Where Stewart is still out with suspension, by the way. He's going to return next week. My goodness. Their matchups, they usually tell. Oh, yeah, the matchups here. They do play again, right? They do play again. They do. They play March 30th. So that is one of the last games of the season. March 30th, which is a month from now, is the next time they play. And by that point, where will they be in the standings in terms of like resting guys, competing for seeding? Neither of these teams, both of these teams have the number one seed locked up in their conference. Well, the Thunder not so much because the Spurs are right behind them. But March 30th is what number game? Part of the reason why I missed it is because it's so far down here. They play Detroit March 30th on the second night of a back-to-back, in which the first night they play the Knicks. So that's fun. That's interesting. Lano Monas with double Lano. Hopefully this is a fun, entertaining game here today. I'm not too optimistic about it, but I'm hoping for it. Let's get to the Detroit Pistons, who are healthy outside of the suspended Isaiah Stewart, for whatever that's worth. The Pistons have had one of those rare seasons where everyone's been pretty much healthy. They have found ways to survive this season with health. Obviously, we know that is not always promised. You look at the Knicks last year, who survived, had a very healthy season, uncharacteristically healthy season. And this season, they have kind of been destroyed a little bit by injuries. The Pistons this year have been one of those few teams that have been able to be extremely healthy. That's obviously always a part of the calculus in the regular season with looking at a team's record. Part of it is the fact that they've been healthy. They've been able to avoid not just serious injury, but even small knick-knack injuries that'll push a Jalen Duren out of the lineup for 2 or 3 weeks, push a Cade Cunningham out of the lineup for 2 or 3 weeks. They've been able to not have to deal with a lot of that, push Thompson out of the lineup, push any of their major starters and contributors out of the lineup. They've been able to avoid a lot of that, which has obviously contributed a little bit to their record, but mostly they've just been fantastic at blowing teams out, building up leads, winning teams with their style, forcing teams to play their style, which is why I was really looking forward to watching the two best defenses in the NBA go at it. We just watched an extremely entertaining game between the Pistons and the Spurs, two of the best defenses in the NBA, go at it. And I was looking forward to another matchup like that here tonight, and then the Thunder come out with no Holmgren, no Harnstein. We knew about J-Dub, we knew about SGA. I'm not too concerned about that. But just kind of it feels like they're kind of punting on the game here today, and I just find that wholeheartedly disappointing. I'm hoping the other guys on the Thunder here tonight are like, hold on, don't underestimate us. The Pistons do a really good job of not playing down to their competition. So I expect them to come out with a kind of fury that they usually come out with, that they come out with against the Spurs or the Knicks or anybody. They do it like you don't get the 42-14 underestimating opponents and playing down to opponents, right? They do a great job of handling business, and I suspect the Pistons will handle business here today and reclaim the best record in the NBA. I know technically the Thunder will still be up on them because they played more games than them. Ultimately, they played 59 games as opposed to the Pistons who've only played 46. But the Pistons will be one up in the loss column as both teams are sitting with 14 losses. So let's talk about the Pistons a little bit here. Cade Cunningham, the best player on the team, MVP candidate for sure. By the way, they have up here Jason Tatum is back to full basketball activities. Okay. We'll see. We'll see, big JT. Cade Cunningham, we know what he's capable of. We've covered Pistons games, especially a couple of them as of late here. We watched the Spurs game. He really struggled in that matchup. Part of it was because of some great defense from Steph Castle, some great defense from Victor Wembanyama. We'll see if he's going to be able to handle the defense here today, although with no Chet Holmgren or Isaiah Hartenstein down in the paint, I suspect Cade Cunningham will, even though they have really good perimeter defenders available today in Lou Dort and Cason Wallace, that Cade Cunningham will probably still be able to have his way tonight with no real rim protector down there. They will be playing Kenrich Williams, like we said, and also Jalen Williams. The big man, Jalen Williams with a Y, not J-Dub, who's not much of a rim protector. He's more of a charge taker. So I suspect Cade Cunningham will have his way here tonight. And usually when he has his way, the Pistons end up winning basketball games. The one real way to slow down the Detroit Pistons is to slow down Cade Cunningham. You're not really going to stop him. He's going to get his. But if you can slow him down, the Pistons really struggle to make anything happen outside of Cade Cunningham. And yeah, sure, they have the perimeter defenders to do it, but Cade Cunningham's so good that you need to guard him as a team, and they don't really have the team defenders out there to make this happen throughout the entirety of the night. So we'll see how they match up. Maybe Cade just has a bad shooting night. Who knows? Who knows? Jalen Duren has been back from his suspension for a while now. He had a really nice game against the Spurs. He is really just a play finisher at this point in his career, though he's shown some really nice development in terms of his patience and moves inside of the paint. Shout out to Jalen Duren. Again, it would have been nice to watch him at least go up against Hartenstein if Chet Holmgren has a back injury. It would have been nice to see him go up against Hartenstein at least, another big physical center who can match up physically with him. Instead, he's going to be going up against big man Jay Will, who's already an undersized big man, and okay. We'll see if they could slow down the pick and roll combo of Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham. We'll see. Ausar Thompson, fully healthy, ready to go. I don't even know who his priority is going to be tonight. It would have been nice. I'm not upset about SGA being out. We know he's out with a serious injury. But it would have been nice to watch Ausar Thompson get to be matched up against SGA. We have seen Amin Thompson, his brother, who's also one of the better perimeter defenders in the league, get matched up with SGA and give him hell. Make it a very difficult matchup. It's very fun when those two guys go at it, because Amin Thompson, with his length and physicality and quickness and leaping ability, makes it really difficult for SGA, who uses craft and quickness and up fakes and the ability to lean in and step back and pivot and spin and his full work to create open just enough space to get off that mid-range shot. And to not have that dynamic here tonight is a disappointing matchup. I don't even know who Ausar Thompson's going to be matched up with. I guess he's going to get the Cason Wallace matchup because he is one of the better ball handlers, one of the few and only ball handlers they have available to them here today. And that's going to make things really difficult for Cason Wallace, who's not much of a ball handler. Kay Hazy said Cade might be MVP with Jokic and Shea injured this season. Yeah. Ultimately, I think the MVP this season is going to come down to which player meets the 65-game requirement. We know Cade is going to reach it because he has been healthy majority of the season. Jokic might not. SGA might not. Giannis is already out. Wemby might not, depending on if he misses any more games this season. Like, it's really close. I think I would have those three guys ahead of Cade. I think Cade, if we get rid of all injuries, is fourth behind SGA, Jokic, and Wemby. But he's right there at 4. And we could quibble about him over Wemby, whatever. But I would have those 4 guys over him. And I think ultimately it's going to come down to the fact that those three guys ahead of him might play like 60 to 64 games, right? Like if Jokic or if SGA ends up at like 63 games played, my goodness, man, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. Durston, what's up, Durston? OKC just called. They said they want you suiting up on the court ASAP. Hey, man, I don't think they want me on the court. I think if they could, they would have just waved the white flag today. I think if it were a thing that you could do in the NBA, I think OKC would have just said, nah, we're good. We're good. We're just going to take this game off and make sure our guys are healthy. I think they would prefer to wave the white flag than actually play today's game in comparison to what the injury report's looking like. Like, really? Really? Rest for at least play Isaiah Hartenstein, match up with Duren. Rest. They couldn't even come up with a fake injury for him. Drulano, what's up, Drulano? Tobias Harris, we talk about Tobias Harris as the missing piece on this team in terms of the veteran presence. Every young team needs a good veteran presence out there when things get mucked up. He's also kind of a little bit of a release valve for Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons as a whole. When things get bogged down, they could always throw to Tobias Harris in the post, and Tobias Harris can get off a decent mid-range look, even if it's well contested. He is 6'8". He does a good job with his footwork and his body movement in order to create just enough space to get that mid-range follow-away jump shot off. At this point in his career, 33 years old, going on 34, he does a really good job of doing that. He's solid. He's fine. Playing alongside all these other guys, it allows him to hide some of his deficiencies in terms of his lateral movement and, be alongside young athletes and just be good at the things he's good at, especially at this point in his career. Older player, just be good at the things you're good at, be a release valve for this offense, and just kind of let off some steam for guys in order for them to allow them to do what they do best in terms of causing havoc and flying around defensively. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? OKC got to pack these dudes up. Let's go, Thunder. Yeah, I don't have a ton of faith in the Thunder C team tonight, but hopefully they make it interesting. Ron Holland's coming off one of his better games this season. He is a fireball off the bench. He is energy personified out there. 8.2 points, 4.3 rebounds. Does not do justice to the kind of impact that he has on a game. His energy is infectious. He comes in. The defense is great. The impact is great. The energy is great. The aggressiveness that he brings into the game is great. The fact that you can have him out there after you pull Ausar Thompson out of the game, and we'll talk about the Ausar Thompson situation, is really valuable to go from like one ridiculous superior athlete who's a phenomenal perimeter defender to go to another ridiculous athlete who's not as good defensively, but he is good in other aspects of the game, and he is far more aggressive offensively than Ausar Thompson is, and is quickly becoming one of the better finishers in the league. He came to the game against the Spurs the other day that we covered, and right away had two back-to-back and one finishes in transition where he went right through the chest of the rim protector and got the finish to go. The confidence is growing. He then quickly fired up a three, had no hesitation after that firing up threes. He didn't really hit any of the other ones, but the confidence is there, even if the efficiency is not showing it. This kid at only 20 years old has a ton of space left to improve. Now it's up to him to put in the work and actually improve it. Fung Pei, what's up, Fung Pei? Slap your like because I do not have the proper subscription to watch the game. I'm just going to trust whatever you say. Appreciate you, Fung Pei. Always appreciate that, man. Always appreciate that. It is an ESPN game. It is an ESPN game. Go1 or Go10QP, what's up, Go? This was a 7-30 game for the Thunder. Live betting is the way to go here. Good luck with that, brother. Good luck with that. Ben, what's up, Ben? Appreciate you, brother. Ben Nino. Twilson, what's up, Twilson? Who else we got here? Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart's still out with the suspension. They said he should be back March 30th. Not March 30th. February 30th. No, not February 30th. Because there's only 28 days in February. I don't know when he's supposed to be back, but very soon. Very soon. March 1st? I think it's March. So I'm going to go with March 1st. Subscription. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're having a good time tonight. I didn't see it, but it'll come up in a second here. Thank you guys. Where is... That's not where it's going to go. Either way. He should be back very shortly, Isaiah Stewart. So let's go over to Kevin Huerter, their big trade deadline acquisition. He was supposed to bring shooting, but guess what? They traded for a shooter who can shoot. He's shooting 30.6% from three-point range, which is part of the reason why he's not a part of the rotation. They made that trade, traded a fan favorite and beloved teammate, Jaden Ivey, for a guy who's not going to crack their rotation. Okay. We'll see if that works out for them. It seems like the Pistons are over it. Like, they're grown men. They've gotten over it, which is good, which is great. It's exactly what you need to do. But, okay, not really going to have an impact on this team, it seems. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? Appreciate you. Duncan Robinson was a huge and underrated offseason acquisition for this Pistons team, especially after they lost Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway Jr., two three-point threats. Now, Duncan Robinson is on the team as kind of the lone three-point threat. And they've somehow found a way to make it work despite the lack of shooting from pretty much everybody else. Duncan Robinson's been really solid for them, over 40% from three. He's come up clutch with a bunch of three-point shots. He does not take away from their defensive principles. He's a solid enough defender, 6'7". He's got the size to kind of hang around and be good enough. He's really good at positional defense as well, coming from the Miami Heat organization, in which they obviously require you to also play defense. He's good. He's good in almost every aspect and is excellent at the thing he needs to be excellent at, and that's three-point shooting, whether it's off the dribble, relocate, well, not so much off the dribble, but relocation and catch and shoot threes. Does a great job of spacing and relocating, especially with Cade Cunningham driving. Duncan Robinson's one of his favorite guys to swing it out to. And whether it's contested or not, he's got a pretty good chance of making it because he's that good of a shooter. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? Last guy we want to talk about here for the Pistons, and this is where we're going to bring up the conversation of Ausar Thompson in the game against the Spurs. I don't know what's going on with JB Bickerstaff and Karis LeVert here. I really don't. I really don't know what's going on with them. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? In the previous game, Karis LeVert ended up playing 21 minutes, and Ausar Thompson ended up playing 19 minutes. I don't know why that happened. There was some videos going around the internet of people just trying to sleuthing around and just trying to, Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? Trying to figure out why did JB Bickerstaff punish Ausar Thompson to play 2 minutes entirely in the second half. He pulled him out of the game and then never reinserted him at all in the second half after the initial start. He did mess up one defensive rotation, which ended up with an open three for somebody for the Spurs. I forget exactly who it was, but it ended up with it was an open mid-range shot. And it wasn't even a three. It was an open mid-range shot for Devin Vassell off a handoff action in which Ausar Thompson thought they were switching it. They didn't. Vassell ends up with a wide-open mid-range shot. They call a timeout. JB Bickerstaff says something to Ausar Thompson. He does not come back into the game, and he is never reasserted back into the game. Karis LeVert is a decent ninth man on a team. He is an interesting player. He is an absolute wild card. You have no idea what you're going to get from him on a night-to-night basis. One night he can give you 5 points on 2 for 9 shooting, and then one night he can give you 25 points on, 8 for 12 shooting. It doesn't really make a ton of sense to rely on him and punish Ausar Thompson. Maybe it's a long game type of thing. Maybe JB Bickerstaff and Ausar Thompson have that type of relationship where he can do that. And it was positive vibes. Appreciate you, positive vibes, 24/7 for the subscription. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Donald O, what's up, Don? Boone Spores, what's up, Boone? What about Kason Wallace? Kason Wallace will be in the starting lineup. He's available to play. One of the few Thunder who are actually showing up to play today. But Karis LeVert and the Ausar Thompson situation, I don't know. I don't know what the relationship is between the coach and Ausar Thompson. I do know that the fan base of Detroit has been very, very upset with Karis LeVert's usage in terms of he's being used far too much. He's being used far too much, and Ausar Thompson is not being trusted enough. He's got a very, very, very short leash here with JB Bickerstaff. And for one of the best young perimeter defenders on the team, it makes no sense to not lean into the things you do well, right? It's funny because I think JB Bickerstaff and Mike Brown suffer from the same, as a Knicks fan, I can critique Mike Brown because I know him better, and I've seen a lot of the way he kind of, his philosophy on basketball. But they have had the same issue of not leaning into the things that their team does well, right? The Pistons' ethos and philosophy on their team and what they do best is defense and muck a game up. And Karis LeVert does not play into that, right? He is an offensive first guy. He's supposed to be a little bit of a release valve, a sixth man for them. He's not really been that. He's 31 years old. He's slowing down a little bit. He's still decent. Like I said, a good eighth, ninth man in a rotation, but not necessarily somebody you should be relying on. And Ausar Thompson is, like I said, one of the best young perimeter defenders in the league. They should absolutely be leaning into it. Even if you think Ausar Thompson's having a bad night, you can't play him 2 minutes and a half. You can't do that from JB Bickerstaff. And I said this during that Spurs game, and I'll reiterate it right here. That is a fireable offense. Now, obviously, they're not going to fire him when he's having the kind of season that he's having and all of the things. But the Pistons, that kind of tough love that JB Bickerstaff is trying to play with Ausar Thompson will wear thin on not just the players, but the front office, because it will cost them games come playoff time. And if that were to happen, JB Bickerstaff will find himself yet again out of a job after underperforming on a playoff run with a team that has high expectations like he did with the Cleveland Cavaliers. That is a possibility that could happen. I'm not saying it will. But you can't have this kind of love affair with a guy who's really supposed to be your ninth man. First of all, you have better bench players than Karis LeVert, like Danis Jenkins, who you can lean on a little bit more. But also, you can't lean on the 31-year-old sporadic wing when you have a dynamic, young, athletic wing like Ausar Thompson, who's already proven to be one of the better perimeter defenders in the league, against the team that you were really having trouble to defend on the perimeter. You needed defense in that game. E.T. Kill J, what's up, Jay? LeVert is more consistent scorer? No, he is not. He's averaging 7 points. 7.7 points on 43% from the field. Also, Ausar Thompson is averaging more points than him. So if you want consistency, LeVert is inconsistency personified as a basketball player. You know exactly what you're getting from Ausar Thompson. You're getting 10 points, 50% from the field. And obviously, he's not a perimeter threat. He's clogging up the paint. But like I said, you are not going to be a good offense even if you insert Karis LeVert into the game. You could put the 5 best offensive players Detroit has on the court, and you are still not going to have a very good offense, right? Cade Cunningham is the guy uplifting everybody. He makes their offense work. And even if you have your 5 best offensive players in the game, it's still not going to be towards the top of the league in terms of the kind of offense other teams can put out with their offensive capabilities. So you need to lean in exactly what they should be leaning into, the players that they have. And they have been doing it, which is how they've gotten to this point in the season of 42-14. Lean into the things that your team does well. Don't worry about the offense. The offense will come. And also, Ausar Thompson does a phenomenal job of creating offense off of great defensive stops. Not being forced to take the ball out from under the basket allows you to get out and run and push in transition, which is exactly what they did to go up on the Spurs and be competitive with the Spurs. Once they stopped being able to do that in the second half because they didn't have Ausar Thompson in the game to help the defense in that regard, suddenly they're forced to play half-court game, and that's when Cade Cunningham gets jammed up and in trouble because the defense can load up on him. That's when everybody else gets jammed up, and it's really difficult. You don't want to play a half-court game if you're the Detroit Pistons. That is not a strength of your game. The strength of your game is defense leading to offense. They are not a good enough offensive team for them to lean into an offensive identity that they just don't flat out have. Zenith Becker Banks, what's up, Zenith? Thanks for covering this game. I canceled my ESPN due to them being unbearable. They are pretty unbearable, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully we have a good game. Bradar Beatbox? Bradar? What's up, Bray? I have to have the League Pass ESPN Peacock and still not catch all the games. Yep. When's tip-off? We should be tipping off in about a minute or two here. We should be right coming up on tip-off time. Any minute now. I've gone on this rant previously as well, Braden. I have 5 different streaming services in order to watch every single basketball game so that we can cover it here on the channel. We have, what do we have? We have NBA League Pass. We have Peacock. We have ESPN. We have YouTube TV for the nationally televised games. And we have, because I live in the Northeast area, around New York, I have the Gotham Sports app in order to watch the Knicks games. So I have 5 different streaming services I'm subscribed to just to watch NBA basketball games. Which is ridiculous. HB Link, what's up, HB? Detroit versus everybody is into the building. I mean, I wish it was Detroit versus everybody tonight, but instead it's going to be Detroit versus the Thunder C-League team, which it sucks. Even if they just had Hartenstein out there, I'd be like, okay, hold on. We got something going. We could see something interesting, but I just don't have a ton of faith. I know the Thunder have a really good infrastructure down there, and I'm hoping it could still be a competitive game. I could see where that could happen, but I'm just not confident in it. Braden said this one's going to be chopped. Yeah. I hope it's fun and competitive, but I just don't have a ton of faith in it. The Flea said, yeah, Harris washed, but he's trying, though. I mean, he's just a release valve. He's just a good veteran presence for them out there. Boone Sports says they're just too deep. The Thunder too deep? I mean, they are deep, which gives me faith that maybe they can keep it competitive, but I'm not hopeful in that regard. Nah, especially with how limited their bench depth is today. No Chet Holmgren, no Hartenstein. They don't really have a real rim protector. They have Jalen Williams out there, big man Jalen Williams. And then Kenrich Williams at 6'7" is essentially their backup big. Show, Ken, what's up, Show? Jalen Duren, 25 points. Jalen Duren could have like a 30-20 game here tonight with the front court that the Thunder are putting out. But that's going to wrap up our pregame rundown here. We should be getting to the tip-off any second now. They have everything coming up on the screen now. I do want to let you guys know, if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't checked the channel, we will be covering the game after. That will be the Boston Celtics taking on the Denver Nuggets. So we will stay live. We will simply just switch rooms, but we'll talk about that more as we get to the end of this coverage here. Brandon said, I love my team. I love the Thunder. Let's see how this game goes. We thought the last 2 were chopped, so I guess let's see. Yeah, that's why I have faith that maybe it could be interesting, but I'm just not confident in that, right? I'm just not confident in that. The Pistons have the best record. Well, they're tied for the best record in the league with the Thunder, which is why this was supposed to be a fun, interesting matchup. And shout out to Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas, as always, of course. Appreciate you, brother. The starting lineup for the Thunder: Kayson Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, big man Jalen Williams. Should be. That's a not terrible starting lineup for the Thunder. The problem is going to be what happens when they go to the bench. What does that look like? So I'm hoping they could hang strong and make this a fun, interesting basketball game. I'm not a fan of either one of these teams, personally. I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm just looking for a good, fun basketball game here tonight. As a basketball fan first, right? Manuel, what's up, Manuel? Let's go Pistons. Yes, sir. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? Jay Lopez, what's up, Jay Lopez? Bio Casino now, 21 cents and close at 50. You do you, brother. Go ahead. Jason said, dude, I'm going to chill on the bench watching the show in the 4th, playing against the roster. I hope it's a fun one. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? All right, here we go. Is the volume up? What's going on with the volume? All right, that's up. This is just muted. Let's do it. Getting ready for the tip-off. Both teams out. We know I didn't shout out the Pistons starting lineup because we know the Pistons starting lineup. The only guy they're missing is Isaiah Stewart, who comes off the bench for them. So their starting lineup is fully intact. They're healthy outside of the Stewart suspension. So here we go. Brandon said, we play 11 deep, so we should be good. Unfortunately, our bench is our starting lineup right now. Yeah, exactly. So we're playing our third-rate guys. Yes, the C team going up against the Pistons A team. And the Pistons win the tip. I'm hoping the Thunder can keep this close and keep it fun and entertaining and maybe squeak out this victory. I just don't have a ton of faith in it. I'm hoping for it, though. Cunningham up top being guarded by Dort. Coming to his left. Falls down. Cunningham gets caught in the air and throws out a terrible pass. He had the wide open floater, and he ends up turning it over. Good defense from the Thunder. Bad decision from Cunningham. Jay Will has it up top. Trying to get it to somebody. Good ball done out from the Pistons to start. They get it over to Kayson Wallace. Coming to his left off the Jay Will screen. They spray it out to Joe. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. Going along the baseline. Shoves it out to Dort. Kicks it out to a wide open Jay Will. Beautiful ball movement. And Jay Will knocks down the first shot of the game. Love to see the good ball movement there. Breaking down the Pistons defense early. Pistons, the last couple of games, have struggled to come out the gate ready to go. Have gone down. Even in the Knicks game, they ended up blowing them out in. Went down early in that one. Went down early in the Spurs game before coming back. And Tobias Harris knocks down his patented fall-away mid-range jumper in the paint. 3-2 to start. Just a minute into the game. Here we go. Both teams feeling their way out so far. I don't have the lineups for you guys. My apologies. Here we go. Aaron Wiggins, fall-away mid-range jumper as he maneuvered his way into the paint against Tobias Harris and gets it to go. Nice solid start for the Thunder. Able to get into their offense early, but we saw this with the Spurs as well. Pistons tend to work their way into the game as Jalen Duren goes right through the chest of Jay Will and knocks down a floater in the lane. And both teams getting into their offenses early. Aaron Wiggins dancing with it against Duren down the lane. Tries to kick it out, gets gets stolen out of the air by Ausar Thompson down the lane. Tries to leave it off for Cunningham. He mishandles the pass, but he picks it up, goes up, and he gets the easy finish for Cade Cunningham. And the Pistons have taken a 1-point lead. Back and forth they go. Thunder bringing it down. Wallace has it on the right wing, being guarded by Duncan Robinson. Coming to his left, sprays it out to Jay Will. Jay Will left wing three. Can't get that one to go. High rebound for Duncan Robinson. Cunningham hit ahead to Thompson. Thompson hit ahead to Harris. Pump fake, driving to his right on the baseline. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Tobias Harris. And the Pistons are getting it going now. 8-5 early here. Cade Hazen in the Pistons game, I've seen a lot of time. It's Cade forcing him to come back in the fourth. I mean, they do a really good job of staying in it. I don't necessarily consider 10-point as Cason Wallace misses the scoop layup against Cunningham. Not a great shot. Good defense from Cade Cunningham, pushing it the other way. Gets it over to Thompson. Head down, stops, lobs it over the top to Duren. Duren gets blocked by Jay Will. Great recovery from big man Jay Will. Here comes Isaiah Joe bringing it down. They get it over to Jay Will. Leaves it off for Joe. Joe being chased by Tobias Harris. Pull-up three for Isaiah Joe up the screen. Can't get it to go. Duren with the rebound, bringing it down. Duren has it up top. Coming to his left, mid-range pull-up jumper for Jalen Duren. Wide right on that one, but the rebound careens right into the hands of Duncan Robinson. Out to Tobias Harris, can't get it to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound. Good effort from Ausar Thompson, but he can't get it to go, and Jay Will cleans it up with the rebound. Cason Wallace on the left wing attacking Duncan Robinson off the bounce. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Cason Wallace. Not just an impressive dribble move and drive, but an impressive finish against the good contest from Duncan Robinson. On the other end, beautiful push by Cade Cunningham, beating the defense down the court. Drops it off for Ausar Thompson for the easy layup. And this is exactly what the Pistons want to do. They are not a very good half-court team, so they want to push in transition, even off of makes as much as possible to try and get easy baskets. Cason Wallace sprays it out. Aaron Wiggins, a right corner three, great offense, but ends in a missed three for Aaron Wiggins. And Tobias Harris saves it from going out of bounds over to Duren. Duren bringing it down, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson pump fake, dribbles into a wide open straightaway three. He can't get it to go. Good box out and rebound for Jay Will. And now here comes Lou Dort bringing it down the other way. It's still 10-7, a 3-point lead for the Pistons, 4 minutes into the game. Isaiah Joe has it up top, being guarded by Cunningham. Stops, swings it out to Jay Will. Jay Will hands it off to Dort. Dort coming to his right off the screen. Dort into the lane, kicks it out to big man Jay Will. Pump fakes, driving to his left, head down, one-legged fall away mid-range shot. A terrible shot, but he got it to go. Okay, big man Jay Will, show me something then. Here comes Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Morty, what's up, Morty? They get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham up top, coming to his left off the Duren screen. Foul line floater for Cunningham. Got it to go. I've seen Cade Cunningham start to go to that floater a little bit more often. Not looking to have to get entirely into the paint or settle for a pull-up jumper. Just go ahead, throw that floater up there. It's been effective for him. Cason Wallace walks it up top. Being guarded by Cunningham. Coming to his left off the Dort screen. Harris switches on to Wallace. Wallace dancing with it. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go for Cason Wallace. Another impressive off-the-dribble move from Cason Wallace here tonight. It's a 1-point game, 12-11. Approaching the 5-minute mark into this game. 7 minutes to go in the first. And the Pistons will bring it down. Tommy Polk, what's up, Tommy? OKC got this? I hope so. I'm rooting for David tonight. It's a David versus Goliath matchup if I've seen one in the NBA. And the Thunder go to a zone here, a 3-2 zone. Thompson has it up top. Not a bad option to go to against the team that's not a very good three-point shooting team. And Tobias Harris puts up the right wing three, can't get it to go. Lou Dort putting his head down, attacking, gets into the paint, throws it out to nobody, but Wiggins able to recover it. He's going to walk into a three, cross-court pass to Isaiah Joe, catches, good closeout from Robinson to not give him space. Jay Will can't handle the pass, but saves it over to Aaron Wiggins. They show double team now. Aaron Wiggins gets it back to Jay Will, pump fakes, driving to his right, down the lane, scoop layup, wild off glass. Got it to go for Jay Will as he goes down holding his leg, and he comes up limping. And that's not what you want to see if you're a Thunder fan. And on the other way, Ausar Thompson throws up a lob easily to Jalen Duren as Jay Will limps back on offense. Not what you want to see. And a timeout for the Thunder. They're already down Harnstein. They're already down Chet Holmgren. And now you might possibly lose big man Jay Will with seemingly looks like an ankle sprain, little ankle sprain. So Delano said, subscribe now and listen later. I mean, appreciate you, Delano. Appreciate you. Franz Angelor? What's up, Franz? Can Duncan Robinson hit 11 points? Maybe, brother, maybe. Braden said, you're kidding. I wish I was kidding, brother. I wish I was kidding. Morty said, cheers to you. Appreciate you, Morty. Appreciate you. He said, always on the channel. Don't forget the like button. Appreciate you, Morty. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit that thumbs up button and like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. It's by far the best thing you can do to help support the channel. Braden said, bro, we can't have 9 players injured. It's crazy. If Jay Will goes down, by the way, he's got 7 points to start the game. If he goes down, we're looking at Kenrich Williams as your backup big, right? Who else is available on this roster right now? Brooks Barnhizer, I guess, is 6'6". You got Brandon Carlson. I forgot. You got Brandon Carlson. You might have to go to Brandon Carlson, right? Any other big men you have on your roster? I don't think it is. I don't. Thomas Sorb obviously not healthy. Yeah, it's Kenrich Williams and it's Brandon Carlson. Okay, good luck with that. Who is that? KLZ? What's up, K? Jason said, don't make this any more rough. Please stay in, Jay Will. I mean, he got up. He was limping around a little bit. It might be the kind of ankle sprain you just kind of got to walk off a little bit. I'm hoping, because without him, you know, they're already going to be in an uphill climb against the front court that Detroit can put out, even without Isaiah Stewart. You know, Paul Reed is also a pretty good big man in the NBA, so they're already on their back foot with their big men depth, going to their third string big man in Jay Will. But without him, I don't even know what you... I mean, obviously you're going to try throwing out Brandon Carlson out there. I just don't know how he's going to match up with that kind of physicality. Braden said, unironically scuffed, if we get within 10 points of Detroit by the end of the Pistons are cooked in the playoffs. Yeah, this is a little bit of a... Can the Pistons actually be a championship contending team this year with how limited their ceiling seems to be offensively? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Braden said, yo, Pistons, lend us a player. Lend them Paul Reed for the night, man. Paul Reed, go ahead, throw an OKC jersey on. Lana Mona said, we lost last night. Cat only took 5 shots and made all 5. Why only 5? It's a combination of a lot of things, Lano, right? It's a combination of Karl-Anthony Towns not just flat out demanding the ball more and taking more shots. It's a combination of the Knicks players, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, not feeding the big man more often. It's a combination of the coaching staff not going to his players and saying, hey, we're playing through Karl-Anthony Towns tonight, not running plays and sets to specifically get open looks for Karl-Anthony Towns. It's a combination of all 3 parties not getting enough going for him. Morty said, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I hope Cat gets the ball more moving forward. Cat deserves more love. He does deserve more love, man. He has been hooping as of late, and he has been scapegoated by a lot of Knicks fans, a lot of people around the league who don't watch the Knicks as closely as obviously Knicks fans do, who watch every second of the game like us. But it is a little disheartening to see a guy kind of have an incredible impact on the game, whether he's statistically playing well or not, be scapegoated the way he has been. Duncan Robinson comes up with a steal on the inbound attempt, but misses the pull-up 3, and then the other way, Isaiah Joe gets it over to Kason Wallace, the left corner 3, got it to go. You missed 1 3 in the other end, and OKC pushes it down the other way and gets the 3, and we are halfway through the first quarter here with 6 minutes to go. Ausar Thompson has it up top, hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham being guarded by Dort. They get it over to Robinson. Robinson gets it over to Duren. Duren pass fake. Jay Will remains in the game, by the way, which is very important to note, but Jalen Duren just runs right around him and gets the easy scoop layup to go. So we're tied at 16. Jay Will has it up top. McCain is in the game. Jay Will gets ran over by Ausar Thompson. Ausar Thompson trying to plead his case a little bit here. I'm sure that will not make JB Bickerstaff happy, who already seems to have a little bit of impatience with Ausar Thompson this season for whatever reason. Ron Holland comes into the game. Expect the energy to tick up here. He comes in for Harris. Sleepy Musey? What's up, Sleepy? Stats, appreciate you, Sleepy. Gotcha. There you go. All right. 5:40 to go. They get it into Jay Will. Jay Will leaves it off for Dort. Dort has it up top, being guarded by Duncan Robinson. Coming to his left, putting his head down. Crossing over, double step back 3 for Lou Dort. Comes up short. Jalen Duren with the rebound. Not a great shot attempt for Lou Dort. Cade Cunningham bringing it down the other way, coming to his right. Dort picks him up. He picks up his handle, kicks it up top to Thompson, leaves it off to Duncan Robinson. Deep straightaway three, but it is open. Comes up well short. Jared McCain with a shallow rebound, pushing it the other way. McCain has it up top, gets it over to Jay Will. Jay Will hands it off to Joe. Joe pump fakes from the logo, coming to his left, steps back, gets it over to Jay Will. Jay Will looking for a handoff partner. Doesn't have anybody. Now hands it off to Wallace. Wallace dancing with it against Thompson. Down the lane. Scoop layup high off glass with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Lou Dort, the offensive rebound, kicks it out to a wide open Isaiah Joe. And Isaiah Joe cashes out with the three on the left wing. 19-16 to start. I'm impressed with what we're seeing from the Thunder so far. Very happy that it's still a close, competitive game. Cunningham up top attacking to his left. Down the lane. Leaves it off for Thompson for the easy layup as three defenders collapsed on Cunningham driving to the rim. Here comes Jared McCain bringing it down the other way. Kane has it up top. Quick crossover to his left on Ron Holland. Scoop play with the left hand. Can't get it to go. A bad shot attempt for Jared McCain, who looked like maybe he had the cross-court pass. Ausar Thompson down the lane. Goes up with the scoop layup. Can't get it to go. Runs right into Jay Will. And then no foul call, whether it was a block or a charge. Yeah, to me, if a guy jumps into another guy and both players fall to the floor, there has to be a call. There was neither a call or a block called. Jalen Duren ended up with the rebound or the pass, whatever it was from Thompson, and ultimately gets fouled. So he's at the foul line for 2 free throws here with 4:18 to go. Ben Thompson, what's up, Ben? HB Ling, what's up, HB? I want to place an order for some Swadley's barbecue for my Detroit motorcade to go. Do you, brother? Do you? Cameron Butler, what's up, Cam? Ben Thompson, what's cooking? Hopefully a good basketball game here tonight. Hopefully. Karis LeVert comes into the game. Brooks Barnhizer and Brandon Carlson sub in here. What you got for me, Brooks Barnhizer and Brandon Carlson? Preseason legends on the Sheffy Show, by the way. We were locked in to preseason basketball this season, even though teams were sitting their starters for most of them, unfortunately. We were still locked in. We got a good look at Brandon Carlson and Brooks Barnhizer in the preseason. McCain has it up top, crossing over to his left, pump fakes, swings it out to Barnhizer, hands it off to Dort. Dort dancing with it against Ron Holland, down the lane, stops, spins, kicks out to Brandon Carlson, a three, off the back rim, can't get it to go, skying for a rebound, battling for it, still a loose ball. The Thunder end up with it. Carlson trying to drive it down, gets stripped by Holland, hit ahead, and Dort picks off the pass. And they get over to McCain. McCain has it up top, struggling with his handle to get over to Kenrich Williams, springs it out to Carlson, hands it off to Kenrich Williams. Williams being guarded by Duren. Williams blows past him in the lane, throws up the floater, almost an air ball. Carlson right there for the offensive rebound and putback. Shout out Brandon Carlson, baby. Shout out Brandon Carlson. My score was slightly off, though. It's 21-20. 3:30 to go here. Cunningham gets it over to Holland. Holland hands it off to Robinson. Robinson being chased by Barnhizer. They get over to Duren. Duren has it up top. Good ball denial on defense here from the Thunder. Duren's going to have to go one-on-one against Carlson here. Puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Carlson rips down a rebound. What an impressive couple of minute stretches here for Brandon Carlson. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, Brandon Carlson. Barnhizer gets it out to McCain. McCain off the handoff, straightaway three. Way long, can't get it to go. Threw up a brick. But Duren and, who is that, Holland fighting over the rebound. Collide. Can't hang on to it out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Thunder. Kay Hazy said, I heart dyed it hair green. Did he dye his hair green? No. What do you mean? John Brennan, what's up, John? Ben Tom said, I've got the Thunder plus 10.5. I'm hoping it's a good game, man. Braden said, our rookie. Barnhizer, right? Barnhizer's the rookie? Carlson was on the team last year, wasn't he? Yeah, it's his first season. They would say rookie. He was a rookie. It's his first season. 26 years old, by the way. Barnhizer's the rookie, right? Yeah, Brooks Barnhizer. Yeah, we got to look at him in the pick 44. From, where is he from? Northwestern. We got to look at him during the preseason. And he's got nice size, has nice energy, plays with a ton of effort. I like Brooks Barnhizer and his effort. Again, we'll see if he can hang with the Pistons here today as a part of the rotation. Obviously, the Thunder don't have a ton of options to go to. Jason said, all the games so far around the league right now competitive in the first quarter. It's a new day in the NBA. Yeah, the National Blowout Association taking a little bit of a break today, hopefully. Speaking of, let's go around the league. That's not what I want. Let's go around the league a little bit here. Obviously, we know we have our Thunder Pistons game. This is the prime time game on here today. ESPN game. Spurs Raptors. It's a 7-point game early here. Spurs should be able to pull away into this one. A loss for the Raptors would go a nice long way for the Knicks and any top Eastern team, hoping to create some distance for them in the standings. Mike Justice, what's up, Mike? Come on, Cade, look for your shot. Is Cade taking a shot? Yeah, he knocked down a floater. He's got 2 points. Warriors and Grizzlies locked in a tight one. Later tonight, we have Kings Rockets tipping off. We have Cavs Bucks. And then later tonight, we will stay live to cover Celtics taking on the Denver Nuggets. So it should be a good night of basketball. This game should be very fun. And obviously, as a Knicks fan, rooting for a Celtics loss. Very, very hard. The police said, is Topic with the team right now? I believe Topic is with the team. He's not on the injury report. Topic should be available to play today. Obviously, still coming back from some major health issues. He's got a fan in me for life, I'll tell you that. Until he burns my team, of course. Until he has like a 8-for-8 3-point shooting game against the Knicks, and then he's dead to me. But until then, I'm rooting for the kid, man. I really liked him coming out of the draft, and it's been a long process for him to get back on the court, but I'm happy to see him out there. Mike Justice said, go Celtics. Appreciate you. Kay Hayes said, Raptors don't stand a chance against the Spurs. They shouldn't. The Spurs should run away with that one at that point. Braden said, yeah, but Topic has only played like 5 games. Shake my head. Dude needs to get some reps. We love him, though. Yeah. I mean, he's just, after everything he's been through, to actually be on the court this season is a blessing, obviously. And I'm rooting for him. Michael O'Brien, what's up, Michael? Who do you got in this game? The Pistons have all the advantages in the world. The Thunder are playing their C-League team out there because of all the injuries. I can't believe Hartenstein's out for rest. What a Benedict Arnold, the traitor. I hate that guy for life. Will never be able to root for him ever again in my life. Even if he does end up going back to the Knicks at some point in his career, he's forever a Benedict Arnold in my book. I will boo him every single time I see him. Jared McCain has it up top, hands it off to Aaron Wiggins, catches, pump fakes. 1-point lead for the Thunder here. They swing it around to Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams stops and pops over Duren, and Kenrich Williams gets it to go. It is a 4-point lead for the Thunder. Impressive game here for Oklahoma City. I'm very impressed. I'm happy to see it. Danish Jenkins is in the game, as you can see here. So is Paul Reed. They get it to Tobias Harris, being guarded by Aaron Wiggins. They show a double team, catches, pump fakes, pass fakes, kicks it out to Paul Reed. Paul Reed out of the mid-range, wanted to shoot that mid-range shot, and they call him for the travel. Will, what's up, Will? Brayden said, dude's gonna get the best movie. Oh yeah. Topic, sure. Incredible story. Love that guy. Brandon Carlson with the pass fake down the lane, scoop with the right hand over Duren, got over Paul Reed, got it to go. Brandon Carlson might have a new fan in me, I'll tell you that. A 7-0 run for the Thunder here. Shout out Brandon Carlson. Karis LeVert is in the game. He has it up top, being guarded by Barnheiser. Coming to his left off the screen, swings it out to Harris. Extra pass to Holland. Holland putting his head down. Bullet pass inside to Paul Reed. Reverse layup over Carlson. Got it to go. Nice pass from Holland inside to Paul Reed. Under 2 to go here in this first quarter. Aaron Wiggins bringing it down. They get it over to Carlson. Carlson gets it over to Williams. Kenrich Williams driving to his right, spins to his left. Pump fake, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Carlson ends up with it. Cross-court pass to Aaron Wiggins, catches. Pump fakes, now he's going to put it up over Holland, and he got it to go. Ron Holland recovered well, did not go for the pump fake. Got a great contest on the shot from Aaron Wiggins anyway, and Aaron Wiggins knocked it down. Can't play any better defense than that other than blocking the shot on a 3-point attempt. Danish Jenkins driving it down, stops, turns, pivots, hits Harris, gun back door, gets surrounded by defenders. They kick it out to Holland, misses badly on the 3, rebound to Aaron Wiggins. And now here comes Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins gets it up top to McCain. McCain coming to his left. Hesitation move. Stop. Pulls it all the way back out. Up top to Aaron Wiggins. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his left. Has it in the 3-point line. Oh, he's dancing with it against LeVert. Stops. Tries to go behind the back. Great defense. Still keeps it. Stops. Spins. Fall away midi. Almost banks it in, but it was way off. Here comes Harris. Home run pass to LeVert. LeVert goes up for the layup. Got it. Oh, no, they're calling an offensive foul. I thought that was a blocking foul, but they're going to hit him with the offensive foul on Karis LeVert. I think they're going to say he jumped into the defender there. Let me see it again on the replay. I don't know. Either way, they can't challenge it. The Thunder now have it. Brandon Carlson tries to put up the three-point shot, gets blocked by Paul Reed, but Kenrich Williams able to recover it. 40 seconds to go, under 40 seconds to go. Kenrich Williams down the lane, gets the layup and the foul on Paul Reed. Kenrich Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder are hooping, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Get the Pistons up out of here. They are hooping on them right now. And I think we got boos in the arena from the Pistons crowd. Not happy with the officiating right now. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug? Foompe. Aaron Wiggins, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Andrew Wiggins, Golden State Warriors, are not related. No, they are not. No, they are not. Could seem like it for obvious reasons, but they are not. Doug Fresh, happy to see it, brother. Happy to see it. Kenrich Williams knocks down his and one free throw, gives them a 10-point lead with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. What a start for the Thunder. We're going to have 36 minutes left to go. Pistons try to get it down low to Paul Reed. He gets grabbed by Wiggins. It's a non-shooting foul. They are not on the bonus, so it's side out of bounds for the Pistons here. 28 seconds to go. 32 first quarter points, and even without their high-level defenders and high-level players for the Thunder, holding the Pistons at 22 points. This is the worry with the Pistons. This half-court offense, can it keep up with the elite teams in the league? They swing it out to Ron Holland. Can't get that three to go, and this is the issue. They're going to leave guys like Ron Holland wide open to shoot threes all night long, and he is not a good three-point shooter at all. Same with guys like Ausar Thompson. How do they overcome that? Their defense is going to have to lead the way. McCain has it up top. They're going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. He's being guarded by LeVert. Step back, mid-range jumper, and they call a foul before the shot attempt, foul on the floor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're in the bonus. So 2 free throws for Jared McCain with 4 seconds to go. McCain explaining things to Karis LeVert, possibly explaining how basketball works. Karis LeVert seemed a little clueless on that play. As you can tell, I'm not a very big fan of Karis LeVert's game. Braden said confidence is a real thing. The fact we won the last 2 games is pushing us hard. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Huge aspect here tonight as Jared McCain knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. A double-digit lead going into the second quarter is a huge, huge opening start for the Thunder here. Drummer Manny, what's up, Drummer Manny? Wait, the C team is killing? C team is killing. C team is killing as McCain knocks down both free throws, gives them the 12-point lead, 34-22. Dennis Jenkins bringing it down, crosses over, loses the hand on the ball, doesn't even get a shot off at the end of the quarter. Aaron Wiggins hit the floor. He'll be fine. He just took a hit from a tough screen there at half court. And that's going to end our first quarter. That's going to end the first quarter right there. Pretty impressive start for the Oklahoma City Thunder here. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Normally I like saving going over the box scores for halftime, but this game is too interesting so far in the start to not look at it. Mostly I kind of want to look at the Pistons, see how inept their offense was. Cade Cunningham with 4 points. He's 2 for 2 from the field with 2 assists and 1 turnover. Just honestly did not look aggressive enough. Started the game off with the 1 turnover, so after that, it's pretty good. 2 for 2 from the floor. 9 minutes, though, 2 shot attempts. Jalen Duren with 6 shot attempts. Robinson with 3 shot attempts. He is tied with Ausar Thompson for the least amount of shot attempts in the game so far, despite playing, or tied for the most amount of minutes played with 9. You're just going to need Cade Cunningham to do more. Just going to need him to do more. The Fleas said the boys getting dog walk to start. Doug Fresh said, love this game. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. 12-point lead for the Thunder. Not necessarily, can't say I expected that. I expected this to be a close game. I was hoping for a close game. I thought, obviously, if anybody was going to get blown out, it was going to be the Thunder. But, obviously, only 1 quarter of game has gone by. You got 36 minutes left. A lot could happen in 36 minutes, obviously. Just a slow start for the Pistons. We'll see if they're going to be able to pick it up. We saw this Thunder team go up by 23 points against the Cavs, and the Cavs slowly walked them back down. Ultimately, they ended up losing. But, obviously, you can make a comeback on this Thunder team, especially without their star guys out there. Drolano said my Pistons are going to start cracking it. I mean, they should. They should, if they don't get back into this game at some point. I mean, it's only a 12-point game. It's not much. But we've gone over the inept offense that the Pistons can put out there at times, so we'll see. The OMG father, what's up, OMG? Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the subscription, brother. Here we go. Cantan Music, what's up, Cantan? Ryan Vester, what's up, Ryan? Go OKC. Here we go. They're hooping. They are taking it right to the Detroit Pistons. Bradenson having to come back against the third-rate players is already saying something. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's too telling. It could be a slow start for the Pistons. We'll see if they get it going here in the second quarter. I think after a first half, we'll have a little bit more to go on, obviously. You don't want to make too grand of a statement after a first quarter. Still a lot of basketball left. Keeping up around the league. Monty, what's up, Monty? OKC blowout win, I called it? I hope so. Well, not really. I hope for a close game. By blowout win, I hope it's like a 10-point win, 12-point win, rather than a blowout. Spurs, Raptors, it's back. It's close. 30-29. Raptors came back. It's a 1-point game at the end of one. Warriors, Grizzlies, 6-point game. Those are the 3 games on right now. We're still waiting on Kings Rockets to tip off, which should be any minute now. There you go. Same with Cavs Bucks. And then our late game coverage will take place after this one, obviously. But here we go. Back into it, starting the second quarter. Nikola Topic starts the second quarter. There you go. Topic has it up top, pulls it out, being guarded by Ron Holland. They get it out to Isaiah Joe. Ball knocked out of his hands by LeVert. Joe coming to his right, spins. LeVert falls down. They swing it out. Kenrich Williams, a confident shot. Way off on that one, though. Kareem's off the side of the rim. Javonte Green with the rebound. Green bringing it down against Brooks Barnhizer. They get it over to Cunningham up top. Cunningham gets it over to Holland, who spins in the lane. Tried to throw down a dunk when he could have just laid it up and in. He can't get it to go. They get it back to Ron Holland up top. Attacking to his left. Inside pass to Paul Reed. Trying to bully his way under the rim. He is under the rim. Goes up. Can't get it to go, but he does get fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. They do have Kenrich Williams playing small ball 5 out there right now. With, who is the other big out there? Brooks Barnhizer essentially acting as their power forward. The Pistons come out with Cunningham, Reed, Holland, Javonte Green, and Karis LeVert. While the Thunder are out there with Isaiah Joe, Kason Wallace, Brooks Barnhizer, Kenrich Williams, and Nikola Topic. Topic getting his first action here tonight. Paul Reed knocks down his first free throw. He's got another one coming. Boone Spores said Raptors came back from like 30 points in the fourth quarter last night, so we got a game. Did they really? Who'd they play last night? Second night of a back-to-back against the Spurs? That's tough. Antonio Hutchinson, what's up, Antonio? Why does Cade have 0 rebounds? I don't know, man. We got to ask Cade that. He's just not rebounding the ball. He's not attacking the glass. Isaiah Joe has it up top after Paul Reed missed the free throw, so he splits the free throws there, 34-23. Joe dancing with it, coming to his left, stops, spins, kicks it out to Kason Wallace. Shot clock winding down, step back 3, throws up an air ball. Excellent defense from the Pistons, inept offense from the Thunder. Ends up with a contested fall-away jumper from Wallace, and he throws up an air ball. 10:50 to go, and the Pistons will bring it down. Against OKC? We talking about the Cavs. Cavs did that. OKC played them last night? Oh, I think they did play them. Karis LeVert has it up top. The Thunder look to be in a zone, a 3-2 zone. Karis LeVert, a wide open straightaway 3. He can't get it to go. Topic with the rebound. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands, but Brooks Barnhizer able to pick it up to get over to Kenrich Williams. They leave it off Kason Wallace. Coming to his left. In and out dribble. Hesitation move out on the perimeter. They swing it out to Barnhizer. Barnhizer kicks it up top to Joe. Pump fakes. Coming to his left. Gets it over to Topic. Topic swings through to his left, blows by Paul Reed, loses the handle on the ball, kicks it out to Joe, pump fakes, 1 dribble in. Great offense, great pump fake, but he can't get the 3 to go. Battle for the rebound, and good rebound from Paul Reed there to end the defensive possession. Here comes Holland. Holland has it up top, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Down low to Cade Cunningham, being guarded by Kason Wallace, and he can't hold on to the ball. Bad pass from Holland, gets picked off by Wallace. Here comes Kason Wallace bringing it down. He has it up top, coming to his left off a Barnhizer screen. Step back, dancing with it as Javonte Green switches onto him. Cross-court pass to Joe. Quick catch and fire from 3. Throws up an air ball. Isaiah Joe has been off here today. Here comes Karis LeVert bringing it down. LeVert has it on the left wing. Up top to Reed, hands it off to Holland. Holland being guarded by Topic to get it out to Javonte Green, a right corner 3. Got it to go. Kason Wallace daring him to shoot. Didn't even really get a hand up in there. And here come the Thunder, up by 8. That's Detroit's first made 3 of the game. They're now 1 for 8 from 3, while the Thunder are 5 for 16. Topic has it up top. Dancing with it. Pump fakes. Gets it out to Joe. Joe on the left wing. Leaves it off for Kenrich Williams. Shot clock winding down. Driving to his right. Behind his back to his left. And a foul on Ron Holland. Getting a little too handsy. A little too physical there. And they hit him with a foul. The Fleece Joe out McCain in ASAP. McCain now 1 for 4, all of them coming from three-point range. Made his first 3 of the game, missed his next 3. Vito, what's up, Vito? Let's go, Pistons. Here we go. It is an 8-point game. Kason Wallace stacking to his left, behind his back coming to his right. Stops, double dribble, stops, spins, got nowhere to go. Leaves it off for Kenrich Williams. Williams coming to his right. Shot clock winding down again. Kenrich Williams having to isolate and create something out of nothing. Baseline pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Cade Cunningham as Nikola Topic snuck in there to battle for a rebound. Surrounded by 3 Pistons, and it's out of bounds off of the Pistons. Impressive play. They get it in the case on Wallace's. Detroit was just not prepared, too busy whining about the foul call or something, and they end up with a wide open 3 for Kason Wallace as he knocks it down. 6 made 3s. And a foul by Kason Wallace trying to battle in the post against Cade Cunningham. They have Kason Wallace, the much smaller player, guarding Cade Cunningham. Cade is immediately going to the post, the mid post and the low post, trying to establish position on him, trying to utilize his size and his strength over him. First time they turned it over. The second time here, they end up drawing a foul case on Wallace. They get it up top, and they are back in the zone. They swing it out. Javonte Green, a left corner 3, just hit one from the right corner, can't get it to go. Ron Holland secures the offensive rebound and then lays it up and in with a little reverse layup. That is what a zone can cause. Offensive rebound opportunities. Topic has it up top, being guarded by Holland on a switch. They get it over to Kason Wallace, being guarded by Green. Kason Wallace driving it down to his left. Euro steps down the lane, flips it up with the right hand. Can't get a friendly bounce. Solid offensive move from Kason Wallace to get the layup up. But good read from Paul Reed to contest it. Levert down the other way. Scoop lay with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Holland ends up with it to the lane. Can't get the layup to go. Paul Reed with the putback. Can't get it to go. Holland with the rebound. And he gets it to go up and in. And now the Pistons utilizing that athleticism to battle on the glass and get some putback opportunities off of these misses. Isaiah Joe pump fakes coming to his right. Inside pass to Kenrich Williams. Gets fouled by Levert. And a lot of fouls being called by the Pistons. And you can see they're getting a little frustrated. Immediately after that whistle blown, almost every Piston on the court, palms up in the air, looking at the official. They're not going to allow you to play football tonight. Captain Master, what's up, Captain? OKC taking advantage of the youngsters' inexperience, I see. They are. This is what I was hoping for with the Thunder, but we're seeing the Pistons start to beat them up on the glass a little bit here with their lack of size and the lack of big men. Got to get somebody in there, and just as I say that, here comes big man Jay Will coming back into the game. He rolled his ankle earlier in the game, but he's still available to play, which is nice to see. They're already dealing with too many injuries. They get it into Jay Will. Jay Will has it up top, being guarded by Paul Reed. Fakes the handoff, keeps it. And an offensive foul on Jay Will. Leaning into Paul Reed there as Kason Wallace was trying to curl off of him. Faking the handoff. So now Cade Cunningham has it up top. Forgot to restart the timer. 7:30 to go here. Brooks Barnheiser picks up a foul. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? How am I doing? I'm doing good, Bernard. How you doing, brother? Vita said, I'm going to sub to you. Appreciate you, Vita. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Trey Von Nuke, what's up, Trey? Who do you think is going to win? Detroit should win. Thunder down so many guys with injuries. Detroit should win, as the only guy who's out is Isaiah Stewart with the suspension. Cade Cunningham, nice ball handling, rhythm dribble, pull-up mid-range shot over Kason Wallace, got it to go. And it's back down to 5. Pistons slowly chipping away at this lead. Thunder are going to have to find a response here if they want to keep it. They get over to Jay Will up top. Jay Will gets it over to Aaron Wiggins. Jab step spins, being guarded by Cunningham, coming to his right. down the lane, kicks it up top to J. Will, catches, pump fakes, being guarded by Cunningham on a switch. Nice contest. J. Will is going to fire it anyway. Can't get it to go. Good box down and rebound from Ausar Thompson. Hit ahead to Holland. Holland pushing it the other way. They got their athletes out there. They got Cunningham, Thompson, Holland, Paul Reed, and Javonte Green. They get it up top to Cunningham, coming to his right. They hedge out hard. Cunningham keeps it, kicks it out to Javonte Green. Extra pass to Ron Holland. They don't even care about him. Holland can't make them pay, missing the three. J. Will, good box down and rebound against Paul Reed. Here comes Brooks Barnhizer. Now over to J. Will. J. Will has it up top. J. Will gets it out to McCain, catches, pump fakes, drives to his right, back up top to J. Will, catches, and an off-ball foul on Ron Holland. And Ron Holland very annoyed, very frustrated with the officiating right now. And one of the assistant coaches for Detroit and Ausar Thompson come over to try to calm down Ron Holland before he picks up a technical, screaming at the official there. So Ron Holland picks up that foul. That is his second foul of the game. 37-32, approaching the halfway point here in this second quarter. Detroit doing a good job of chipping away at the lead, right? There is no 10-point shot in the NBA. You got to chip away at it one possession at a time or a couple of possessions at a time. You can't trade baskets. You can't just get stops. You got to compound your stops with scores. You got to compound your scores with stops in order to get back into a game when you're trailing. Don loves to eat. What's up, Don? Kawhi Leonard needs to retire. Let's be real. I mean, considering he is wet and healthy, still probably a top 6-7 player in the NBA, I don't know if that's going to happen. He's not bad, but his playtime is nerfed to his knee injury. And if he could just have a healthy playoff run, any team would love to have him on the team. Also, why would he retire when he's got guaranteed $50 million deal coming to him? He ain't going anywhere. OKJ Capel, what's up, OK? Where's Duren? Duren is on the bench right now. Might be coming back in after this timeout. We'll see. See who they come out with. 10 points for Kayson Wallace, 5 for Wiggins, 7 for J. Will. Brooks Barnhizer hasn't taken a shot, doesn't have an assist, doesn't have a rebound, but he's trying. He's trying out there. Jared McCain has 2 points on free throws. He's 0 for 2 from the field. As far as the Pistons go, 6 for Cunningham, 2 for Thompson, 3 for Reed, 6 for Holland, 3 for Javonte Green. And as you can see, the game plan against the Detroit Pistons tonight, leave these boys open from the perimeter. Leave Ausar Thompson, leave Ron Holland, and even leave Javonte Green wide open from 3. We don't care. Fire away, fellas. Fire away. We are going to pack the paint against Cunningham. We're going to pack the paint against Duren. We're going to pack the paint against Paul Reed. We're going to force these guys to finish over contest and battle on the boards for rebounds. And we are going to let Thompson, Holland, and Green fire away all night. We don't care about them. There was a time where they swung it out to Javonte Green in the left corner for an open 3, and J. Will thought about closing out, and then he said, nah, let me just get in position for this rebound, because he's about to miss it. And he did fire away, and he did miss it. Vita said, are the Pistons cooked? Nah, it's a 5-point game. They should win this basketball game. It would be an incredibly disappointing loss if they didn't, but no, they're not cooked. They are a very limited offensive team, and with the right defensive pressure and the right defensive game plan, you can absolutely take advantage of it, which is why a lot of people, despite their record in the regular season, are very skeptical of the Pistons come playoff time. The Flea said the lead just evaporated. It was a 12-point lead. It's now at 5. They just wiped 7 points off of it. Not that big of a deal. 12-point leads aren't that big in modern basketball at all. John Brennan said Thompson twins hype calm down. Not really. Not really. We got 6:30 to go. They try to get it into J. Will, knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to the Pistons. Franz said Duncan is in. Duncan is now in the game. Duncan Robinson, you can see the lineups that both teams have out on the court right now. Cunningham up top, kicks it out to Duncan Robinson. Pump fakes, gets it back to Cunningham, being guarded by Lou Dort, who just subbed back in. Dort coming to his left. They kick it out to Robinson. A 3 over Lou Dort. Well contested. Didn't matter. Duncan Robinson got it to go. And it is a 2-point game. 37-35. Detroit right back into it. McCain has it up top, being guarded by Javonte Green. They get it over to J. Will. Duren, poor positioning there. J. Will drives it down, gets the layup, and the foul. I think that's on Javonte Green. J. Will go to the foul line for one more free throw here. The Fleet said if the Twins develop a T-Mac Hezzy pull-up, it's going to be scary, and they will not be developing that. They have shown no propensity to even shoot wide-open standstill threes, let alone rhythm dribble Hezzy pull-up threes. It will not happen. Vita said, do you think the Pistons will trade Cade? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's more likely he retires a Piston than they ever look to trade him. Gigi said, Detroit about to antagonize and pick a fight. It's their second option when losing. We will see. We will see. J. Will knocks down his and one free throw, so it's 40-35. 5-point lead has returned. Under 6 to go. We're past the halfway point here in the second quarter. Danish Jenkins in the game to get over to Robinson. Robinson down the lane, gets it over to Thompson, cutting along the baseline, leaves it off for Jalen Duren. Beautiful interior passing with the Detroit Pistons right there. Great cutting from Thompson, and a beautiful read, leaving it off for Jalen Duren for the easy dunk. J. Will has it up top. Hits the bounce pass, cutting back doors. Lou Dort trying to draw a foul, tries to lay it up and in, gets swatted out of there by Ausar Thompson. They get a Thompson down the lane, throws the lob up top to Duren, and he throws it down to Ausar Thompson. Beautiful plays since returning into the game, both defensively and offensively. And this is what I talk about when I say their defense leads their offense, right? How do you get that wide open lob attempt from Jalen Duren? Ausar Thompson gets the chase down block, creates a loose ball situation, allows the Pistons to get out and run, allows cross matches as both teams are hustling down the court trying to find their mans to match up. And it allows Thompson, using his uber athleticism, to get the ball in the middle of the lane, put his head down, and then draw enough attention to create enough space for Jalen Duren to get positioning so he can throw up the lob to him. That is how the Pistons need to run their offense, because they're not a very good half-court offensive team. If you allow the defense to set up and you try to maximize a half-court set, you have very limited options. It becomes kind of Cade Cunningham create something or bust. So their defense needs to lead their offense, which is why I don't like Karis LeVert in the game. Because what is he bringing to this team outside of really poor shot creation for himself? Not much. Not much. Super Morty said might be a lifelong Piston. I think it's a very good chance. Very good chance. Benjamin Clark, what's up, Ben? Do you think LeBron is still in LAC? I don't know what that means. Captain Massive said, OKC have the burners at half mast. Half power. Vita said, you put on a good show on? Appreciate you, Vita. Appreciate you. I'll try to. Right? I always think, like, why would somebody want to hang out with me watching a basketball game if I don't at least try to be somewhat entertaining? HB Link, what up now? I mean, it's taken a while, but they're starting to get it going. Starting to figure some things out against this OKC game plan that they got going on right now. No case on Wallace on the court right now. Probably putting a lot of pressure on McCain to be a bit of a creator, and he's just not had that type of season and going up against this type of defense. I will say, though, Cade Cunningham has come off the court, so we'll see if they obviously take up their defensive pressure here with Duren and Thompson out there. But no Holland. They do have Danish Jenkins, who's a good disruptive defender as the point attack. He has not given them anything tonight, has not played very much so far. Probably not a great matchup for him with the level of perimeter defenders that OKC could put out there. But this might be the kind of time, 5:25 to go, to get Cason Wallace back in the game here, right? You need some kind of creation out there. A lot of Lou Dort. Who's 0 for 2 from the field tonight. He's being chased around by Ausar Thompson so far. JCB, what's up, JCB? OKC bench, one of the best lineups in the league. I honestly, I think it's less so about the players. The players are obviously very good. I think it's a little less so about the players and a little bit more about the infrastructure that they have and the confidence that these players have instilled into them. It's very reminiscent of the Spurs in the 2000s to 2010s era with Greg Popovich, where it always felt like the Spurs could put any five-man unit out there and they're going to run really, really incredible, really beautiful basketball. And I think the Thunder are kind of the new age era of the Spurs right now. Vita said, I like your hat. Appreciate you, Vita. Appreciate you. I like my hat too, man. Thank you. It's kind of become a brand of the channel. I didn't mean it to, but it kind of has. J. Will gets it over to McCain. McCain coming to his right, down the lane, throws up the floater, comes up short, gets his own offensive rebound, kicks out to Barnhizer, putting his head down, attacking, kicks it out to J. Will, extra pass to Wiggins, pump fakes, ran out the line, down the lane, throws up the floater, got it to go. Nice move from Aaron Wiggins. JCB said 7-0 run on the way. We'll see. 42-39 now, under 5 to go. Danish Jenkins has it up top, gets it over to Robinson, throws the lob up top to Duren, gets contested at the rim by Isaiah Joe. Great defense from Joe in the initial attempt, but the ball falls right back into Duren's hands, and he's easily able to lay it up and in. Wiggins has it up top, attacking, throws up a wild scoop layup, can't get it to go, looking for a foul call, he doesn't get it. Quick hit ahead to Danish Jenkins. Jenkins down the lane, pulls it out, leaves it off for Robinson. Robinson back to Jenkins. Jenkins gets guarded by Barnhizer, ran off the line. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Barnhizer, comes up short, battle for the rebound. Duren able to grab it, and then gets fouled by McCain. J. Will having a tough time keeping him off the glass now, getting worn down a little bit. CJ Trent, what's up, CJ? Captain Masters said, talking about the players is more fun. It is. The Flea said, I'm on emergency PTO from the Knicks. Don't blame you, brother. Don't blame you. They can be very frustrating. Jalen Duren to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Duren misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Kenrich Williams coming in for Brooks Barnhizer. Solid miss for Brooks Barnhizer, even if he didn't necessarily contribute anything in the counting stats. Just a little too green out there. Just a little too green. Duren's got one more coming. Missed the first one. CJ said, had to see what you were cooking up tonight. Yes, sir. Hopefully cooking up a good, fun victory here today. Not victory, but good, fun game. Jalen Duren goes 0 for 2 from the foul line. Ends up being a great foul from McCain, saving the 2 points. Wiggins gets it over to J. Will. J. Will up top, hands it off to McCain. McCain gets it over to Wiggins. Wiggins being guarded by Jenkins, gets it over to Joe, puts up the straightaway 3 for Isaiah Joe. Way off on that one. Isaiah Joe has been way off here tonight. Jalen Duren with the rebound, and he's bringing it down. Duren, the main focal point offensively here for the Pistons with Cade Cunningham out. Jenkins, pump fakes, mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go for Danish Jenkins. They needed something from somebody, and they got it from Jenkins. Detroit takes a 1-point lead. Both teams in the bonus for the final 4 minutes to go here. J. Will fires up a 3 on the left wing. Got it to go for J. Will over Jalen Duren. J. Will is a confident 3-point shooter. He'll let it fly, especially missing the kind of players that they're missing. He knows, if I got an open look, I got to take it, because we might not generate a better look than that. Ausar Thompson bullying his way down the lane, gets fouled by Isaiah Joe in a floater attempt to the basket, and he's going to go to foul line for 2 free throws. Ausar Thompson, not a very good free throw shooter. The Flea said, we'll see come playoff time. Never forget Brunson crossed your boy Thompson into the shadow realm. I mean, last year is last year. This year is this year. You know I love my Knicks, but I honestly don't love being like, well, last year we beat you guys in the playoffs. Like, this is a completely different year. It's a completely different Pistons team. All their young players have gotten better. It is a completely different situation this year. Ahmed with the Ahmed. 4 nights in a row in this channel. Chevy, love how you commentate, my man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. We are live for as many games as we could possibly be live for. As a matter of fact, we will be live for the game right after this one, going for 2 games here tonight in the doubleheader. Thompson split the free throws, missed the second. McCain cutting back door to kick it out. Aaron Wiggins a straightaway 3 wide open. Hit the side of the backboard, doesn't even hit the rim, and the wide open straightaway 3. Here comes Cunningham bringing it down. Cunningham has it up top, coming to his left off the Duren screen. He's subbed back into the game. They throw it up top to Duren, and Duren with a big one-handed hammer off the screen. And we're under 3 to go, and now these teams are going back and forth. And an over-the-back call for the Oklahoma City Thunder. J. Will tried to hand it off to McCain. You got to get Case on Wallace back in this game. You need another ball handler. McCain just not a good enough ball handler against this pressure that Detroit is applying right now. Don said if the Pistons played like this at the start, they would have been so ahead by now. If. Fact of the matter is they didn't. It is a 48-minute basketball game for a reason. You are not going to play perfectly over the course of the 48 minutes. You got to find ways to win in the margins where you can, and pull out a victory. Duncan Robinson, sidestep three, can't get it to go. Duren muscling people out of the paint, gets the rebound and the putback. Four Thunder players surrounding Jalen Duren. He's able to come up with the rebound anyway and the putback. He's up to 18 first half points. He should dominate tonight with the lack of bigs as J. Will responds with a pull-up three in his own in transition. Oh my goodness, we're tied at 48. J. Will said, shh. You could dominate inside, but come guard me out on the perimeter. He's 3 for 5 from 3 tonight. He's got 16 points of his own. He said, anything you can do, I can do better. They get over to Cunningham. A straightaway three for Cunningham. He's been very quiet tonight in the scoring department. Misses it. J. Will with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. J. Will has it up top. Gets it over to Wiggins, coming to his right up the handoff. Stops, pulls it out, being guarded by Duren, dancing with it, crosses over to his left, stop, spins, kicks it up top to Dort. Straightaway three for Lou Dort. Air ball. Kenrich Williams sneaks under the rim and lays it up and in. Those air balls are always hard for the defense to corral. Because you're setting up for the rebound to bounce off of the rim. Straightaway three for Robinson, gives it up at the last second. Great job by the Thunder to run him off the line. They kick it out to Thompson, putting his head down, kicks out to Cunningham, left corner three in the relocation. Cunningham got it to go off of movement, knocked down the three-point shot. And if Cunningham can consistently knock down that three-point shot, his career will skyrocket and he will be a true blue legit MVP candidate rather than a dark horse candidate here this year. Aaron Wiggins fires up a contested left wing three, way off yet again, barely grazes the rim, too strong. Thompson bringing it down the other way on the left wing, attacking to his right in the middle of the lane, kicks out to Harris, pump fake, swings through, driving to his left, stops, hands it off to Robinson, defended by Kenrich Williams, and a foul on Kenrich Williams. Hold it in the waist of Duncan Robinson, they call him for a foul. Kenrich Williams can't believe it. Vita said, it's my first time watching your videos and I'm having fun. Appreciate you, Vita. Appreciate you. All about having fun watching some basketball. 2 free throws for Duncan Robinson as they are in the bonus. Joe's said, I'm ready for the next game, ESPN 2, so we'll be locked in for Chevy. Hope it goes 7 overtimes. 7 overtimes is crazy. 7 overtimes is indeed insane. I don't know about that. So far, our record is the double overtime. We've only gotten to 6 quarters. I've never been able to cover a triple overtime. I don't know when the last time a triple overtime game has happened in the NBA. But we've covered a couple of double overtime games this season. I think 3. Duncan Robinson knocks down both free throws. And the Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas, as always. Leader of the Leg Brigade, my guy, the Fleas. Like the stream, y'all. Elite coverage. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, man. Duncan Robinson did knock down both free throws. Kason Wallace up top, driving it down, gets stripped by Ausar Thompson. It's going to stay with the Thunder, though, with 9 seconds on their shot clock, 46 seconds to go on the game clock. Johnny O'Brien, what's up, John? You call it a good game? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. McCain gets it into J. Will. J. Will hands it off to Kason Wallace. Kason Wallace back up top to J. Will. No hesitation. 3. Can't get it to go. To me, that's a foul. That's a foul that they were calling earlier in the year, and they're not calling it anymore. That high-five, hand-to-hand connection on the three-point attempt. But it is what it is. Not calling it anymore. Got to adjust. On 40 seconds to go here. 3-point lead for Detroit. Trying to build it up at the end of the quarter here. This would go a long way for Detroit that started off slow, but have started to build momentum here. Cunningham bringing it down against Dort. Spins, coming to his right off a double screen. They swing it out. Duncan Robinson, left wing three. He's been off all night, but he finally gets one to go down, knocking down that left wing three right there. It is a 6-point lead for Detroit now off an 8-0 run. 30 seconds to go. Kason Wallace bringing it down on the left wing, quickly attacking, gets into the lane, kicks out to J. Will, pass fake. He's going to take the lane, leaves it off for Wallace, pump fake goes up, gets the layup to go for Kason Wallace. J. Will did not want to have to settle for another 3. Did a good job attacking the space and getting a nice easy layup for Kason Wallace. Cunningham has it up top. They show a double team. Now they leave Ausar Thompson wide open. He's not going to take the 3. Thompson attacking to his right. Foul line pull-up jumper. They're going to give it to him. And Thompson's going to knock that down. He's got to at least knock that down. Would have been terrible if he can't knock that down. McCain pump fakes, fires the half-court heave, can't get it to go. And that would be the end of our first half coverage, 52-58 at halftime here. Detroit did finally end up taking the lead. They take a 6-point lead going into half. Detroit should win this game. It would be a very disappointing loss if they didn't. I'm actually really surprised. Not really surprised. I am surprised, though, at OKC's ability to hang in against the Pistons here today. They've done a great job defending them and just trying to keep up just enough offensively here. 58-52, not terrible. Detroit did finally get it going a little bit. Defense leading the offense for them, creating just enough looks to take the lead. The Fleas said Dort and McCain need to score. They do. Dort with 0 points. We'll go over it. Let's go over it. Let's go over the full box score. Let's go over the team stats. See how the two teams have stacked against each other so far tonight. We'll start with the Thunder here, the road team. 16 points for Jay Will is their leading scorer. 6 for 9 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3. He also has 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He does have the 2 turnovers and a block shot for Jay Will. Leading the way. Guys like him have to lead the way tonight. Also, Kason Wallace, their second leading scorer with 12 points. He also needs to lead the way as well. He only played 14 minutes in that first half. Interesting minutes distribution here tonight for Mark Dagnall. Only 4 minutes in the first half for Brandon Carlson. Did something happen with Brandon Carlson? I really liked his minutes. The fact that they went small after the 4 minutes from Brandon Carlson, I thought he was really, he played 4 minutes. He was a plus 11. And I don't love the plus minus stat. You guys, if you guys have been around, I don't love looking at the plus minus stat to figure out who has been effective tonight because we have 2 eyes. We could see. Brandon Carlson, this matches up with eye test though. Brandon Carlson was really good in his minutes. He picked up 4 points in 4 minutes, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Brandon Carlson was fantastic. He did have 1 turnover, no steals, no blocks, but I thought he was fantastic in his 4 minutes. The fact that he only got 4 minutes, while Brooks Barnhizer, he didn't really give you much. Zeros across the board, a turnover and a steal. Don't know about those decisions. Unless something happened with Brooks Barnhizer that I don't know. Don't love that coaching decision at all. Monty said, my new fave channel. Appreciate you, Monty. Appreciate you. We will be live for the game right after this, and then we'll be live again tomorrow. And the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. The hat sold me. I don't know. It's just become the brand. It's become the brand. I didn't mean it to. It was just a silly little fun thing. The name of the channel is Chefy. And so I threw a chef's hat on one day and then thought that was fun. And I just went back to my other hats. And then people were like, hey man, where's the chef's hat? And I was like, oh, okay. So we've been wearing the chef's hat ever since. JCB said Carlson will be big in the second half. Should have been bigger in the first half. 4 minutes only. Get him up to 8. The thing about this is Brooks Barnhizer with 12. I like Brooks Barnhizer. I like the energy that he brought. Against Jalen Duren, you need size. Brandon Carlson has at least size, and it's not like he gave you any reason to take him out of the game. He played great. So, interested about that decision. We'll see if he gets more minutes in the second half here. Maybe Mark Dagnall playing 4D chest here, saving him more so for the second half. It's a little bit of a surprise, but you're down by 6 right now. Now you gotta get back into the game. You had a 12-point lead. Maybe you could have maintained the lead going into halftime, but maybe you would have showed your hand a little bit more. Who knows? Maybe he's playing 4D chest. Maybe he just made a bad decision. Maybe he forgot about Brandon Carlson. Maybe he saw something that we're not seeing out on the court with Brooks Barnhizer and Brandon Carlson out there. Who knows? But either way, I would lean a little bit more for Brandon Carlson in the second half if I were him. 44.5. What's up, 44? March 3rd, 2019, Bulls versus Hawks is the last triple overtime game. Bulls won 168-161. Ooh, thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. 2019 was the last time there was a triple overtime game. Yeah, very rare. Very rare. I was not covering games in 2019. Jano had not started yet. JB said, Dag knows, plays him more in the second half. I hope, because I think he will be integral if they look to win this basketball game. McCain played 14 minutes, 0 for 4 from the field, 2 points. This is not the kind of night where Jared McCain is proving his value. He has not had a great season. A lot of that was because of the lack of opportunity that he was getting with the Philadelphia 76ers because of their guard depth. Part of the reason why they felt the need to trade him at the deadline there. But they're going to need something from Jared McCain tonight because they need as much offense as they can get. McCain is one of their better offensive players and definitely one of their better shooters, and they're going to need him to make something. 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range. Only points coming from the foul line here in 14 minutes. Played the most minutes off the bench and gave some of the least production. 2 rebounds and assists. He didn't have a turnover, though, which is good as a main ball handler against this Pistons pressure. Didn't have a turnover, so that's nice. Nikola Topic only played 4 minutes. Didn't do a whole lot of rebound and assist. Nice. They're slowly working him in there. Obviously, rookie year, coming back from all the stuff he has dealt with. They're going to work him in slowly. This is a tough matchup for him, of course. So don't really have much to say about that. It's really just the Brandon Carlson thing that is a bit weird to me. Obviously, we talked about Lou Dort not scoring. They need Lou Dort to score. They need somebody to score. Isaiah Joe, 1 for 5 from 3 is not great. Aaron Wiggins, 1 for 4 from 3 is not great. They're going to need to knock down some perimeter shots from their better shooters like those guys in order to have a chance here tonight. Keith, what's up, Keith? This is not a real test for Detroit. OKC is missing too many main players. Of course, we know this, which is why it's intriguing that it's a 6-point game. It's intriguing that OKC had as large as a lead as 12. OKC does not quit. They have a really good infrastructure, even down 4 of their 5 starters. Lou Dort, the only starter, probably the worst of their 5 starters. The worst player in that 5-man unit is the only starter remaining with all the injuries, and Hartenstein with his rest. That Benedict Arnold, that coward, that traitor. Will never like that guy ever again in my life. Don't get me on my Hartenstein, right? Which is why it's intriguing that it's only a 6-point game at halftime. Really impressive fight from the Thunder here. Hopefully they can keep it up going into the second half. Detroit seemingly figured a couple of things out, felt their way into the game, feeling good. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Always great content. Appreciate you, brother. So King, what's up, So King? OKC got to step it up in the second half. They do. They're down by 6. They got no other option. They're either going to step it up or they're going to get blown out. So they're going to make a decision here. As we go to the Pistons, Jalen Duren has just absolutely dominated this matchup tonight, which is why it's so disappointing to not at least get Hartenstein, who's out with rest. I get it if Chet Holmgren is listed at least with an injury. I suspect he's also out with rest, but he's out with a back injury. You can't really tell somebody that your back's really not hurting. Once you say your back's hurting, okay, hands off. Your back's hurting, sit down. It is what it is. So, sure, he's out with a legit injury. We know SGA's out with a legit injury. We know J-Dove's been out with a legit injury. We know AJ Mitchell's been out with a legit injury. We know Alex Caruso's been dealing with the ankle injury. So we get that stuff. Not worried about that. Not concerned about that. Got nothing to say about that other than like, oh, you're dealing with injuries. Guys got to get healthy. It is what it is. The Hartenstein thing makes me a little annoyed. You know you're going up against Jalen Duren tonight. You know you're down Chet Holmgren. Get out there for your team. Don't put your team in that position. Jalen Duren dominating tonight, as he should, in a matchup against Jay Will and Brandon Carlson and Kenrich Williams. Really small guys, small lineup, or inexperienced lineups out there. Inexperienced bigs or smaller bigs going up against Jalen Duren tonight. He's got 18.7 rebounds. He's been dominant. He's been very good, as he should be. As far as everybody else, kind of middling impacts. Although Cade Cunningham is 4 for 5. He's starting to get it going. He's not forcing things too much, which is a little dangerous for the Pistons here. He's got 9 points, 5 assists. They're going to need him to continue to do what he does in the second half here. But very efficient game for Cade Cunningham so far, which bodes well for him as the game continues. Henrik Huckleberry, what's up, Hen? As a queer man and Detroit Pistons fan, I sure hope they win it all this year. Okay, shout out to Detroit then. I'm not too encouraged with Detroit's ability to compete for a championship this year. They could make the finals, and once you make the finals, anything could happen. They are for sure a dark horse championship contending team this year. By dark horse championship contending team, I mean that a lot has to go right for you. Like a lot has to break your way in terms of injury luck, shooting variance, opponent matchup luck, and injury luck. Did I say injury luck already? Either way, a lot has to go right during your playoff run in order for you to win championship. And that's kind of where I put dark horse championship contending teams. That's where I have my Knicks at. They are a dark horse contending team. A lot has to go right for them to win a championship. Could it happen? It could, but a lot has to go right. A lot is against them. Same with, I think, with the Detroit Pistons. I think there's just too much around them in terms of how their team is set up and situated for them to like be a favorite to win a championship. And I think that's why, despite their record, despite how good they have been this year, I think a lot of people are like, well, come playoff time, can you score in half court in a 7-game series where now we know all of your sets and what you want to do? And at times it's just going to come down to, can your stars carry the load? And Cunningham has been inefficient this year, although he has been much more efficient as of late. So maybe the confidence going into the playoffs is going to be the difference maker. Can Jalen Duren find ways to be effective outside of just rolling to the rim? Or maybe is that good enough? I don't know. Can Harris knock down shots? Can Robinson knock down shots? Can Thompson be more effective as a driver and a finisher? He does have 5 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. Really nice all-around game from Ausar Thompson. The defense has been excellent as of well. I thought Ron Holland was also really impactful. 6 points, 5 boards, 2 assists for him off the bench. I thought he was really fun out there and really impactful. Javonte Green, not so much in his 6 minutes. Karis LeVert, not so much in his 8 minutes. Again, 8 minutes for Karis LeVert. That's probably like 5 minutes too many for me. I'd play Dennis Jenkins over him, who is 1 for 2 from the field for 2 points. Not much else after that. Karis LeVert, again, I don't love the plus-minus stat, but it does match the eye test in some situations. -8, not surprising. Not surprising for Karis LeVert. Bruce Fowler said, that Hartenstein, Robinson double big we used to run sure looks sweet now. That two-man punch of you have Robinson in there, then you bring Hartenstein, then you bring Robinson in, then you bring Hartenstein in, and just constantly having an offensive rebounding threat as good as those two guys, as good of defenders as both of those guys are, just was something we took for granted as Knicks fans. And I'll never forgive Hartenstein for leaving the Knicks when he literally could have been remembered as the starting center on a championship contending Knicks team. Instead, he will be the forgotten backup big for Chet Holmgren on the Oklahoma City championship run. And oh, by the way, there have already been reports on OKC maybe even looking to move on from Isaiah Hartenstein because of that contract and just ready to move on to a different option. You know, they may have already drafted his replacement in Thomas Sorber, who unfortunately got hurt this season and has not been able to play. So, HB Link said he lost me on that take. Which take? The Pistons take? Like championship contenders? Audacity Sports said the Pistons have to be lucky. No, they just need a lot to go their way. Luck is a part of every championship run. Every championship team has luck. The Thunder were lucky last year. If Halliburton doesn't get hurt in Game 7, they might lose, right? So there was a luck on a part of the Oklahoma City Thunder winning last year as well. Every championship team has luck go their way. By dark horse championship team, I mean that like they need a little bit more luck than the other teams. Every team needs luck. Every team needs luck on their way to winning a championship. I'd have them behind OKC, Denver. I'd probably have them third. Maybe third. Yeah, I'd probably have them third. But I will say, like, they don't have a great, but Harden just broke his hand. So there's a lucky outlook there, right? Detroit is not a very good matchup for Cleveland. So if they end up getting matched up with Cleveland in the playoffs, that could be a really interesting position. They match up extremely well against the Knicks. If they get matched up against the Knicks, like that is a lucky outcome. HB Link said Cade Cunningham is an MVP candidate. How can he be inefficient? What do you mean, how can he be inefficient? He can be inefficient by being a 33% three-point shooter, a 45% shooter from the field, and averaging 3.6 turnovers. Those are inefficient stats. Very inefficient. That is not an efficient basketball player. You can overcome inefficiency, and it's not entirely his fault. He has been getting much better in those regards as the season has gone on. But again, when things slow down in the playoffs, can they keep the pace up? Can he overcome those deficiencies in his game if he goes up against a really good defense that game's playing against him? HB Link said he is a point guard. So is SGA. So is Jalen Brunson. So is Tyrese Maxey. And they are significantly more efficient than that guy. That does not mean that they are necessarily better because of those reasons. But inefficiency does not mean bad. Does not mean he's a bad player. He is inefficient, though. He is 24 years old. He's got to hit his prime. Boom Sports said Hart has a ring, though. We can't call him Hart. Call him I Hart. There is another Hart in the league, Josh Hart. So we don't want to confuse him. But he'll probably be traded next season. He might be traded next season. Might be traded this offseason. He does have a ring. And like I said, he's going to be the forgotten backup center on that championship run. People will remember SGA. People will remember J-Dub. People will remember Chet Holmgren. People will remember Alex Caruso, who was instrumental in the win against Denver, where he matched up with Nikola Jokic in that Game 7, where they could not rely on their $30 million center that they paid in the offseason. Couldn't rely on that guy, so they had to go to their 6'4" guard that they traded for over the summer. But he's got a ring, so. Bruce Fowler said, I heard that, but he, Hartenstein, and some things after he left, and the Knicks aren't interested in that contract either. Oh, yeah, he's not coming back to the Knicks anytime soon. I'm just saying at some point later throughout his career, if he ends up back on the Knicks for whatever reason, I still won't be able to root for him because he's a Benedict Arnold than a traitor. All right, here we go. Start of the second half. Cason Wallace swings it out to McCain, who starts the second half. McCain stops, turns, spins, fall away mid-range jumper over Thompson. Got it to go. There you go, Jared McCain. We talked about Jared McCain needing to do more, and there he is doing more. Cade Cunningham bringing it down against Lou Dort in the lane. Steps back, kicks it out to Duncan Robinson, swings through to his right, pump fakes, back up top to Cunningham, swings through to his right, steps back, dancing with it against Dort. Beautiful moves, pump fakes, fly-by defense for Dort, and Cunningham knocks it down. Beautiful move, dancing and prancing for Cade Cunningham. Wallace bringing it down to get it over to J. Will. J. Will up top. Hands it off to Aaron Wiggins, who swings through to his left and gets the ball ripped out of his hands by Thompson. Great defense from Thompson, putting his head down, throws the lob up top again to Duren, mistimed it. J. Will, excellent defense and rebound. Quick outlet to Wallace. Wallace driving it down in the lane, swings it out to McCain. Quick catch and fire to the left corner. Can't get it to go for Jared McCain. And it's a 7-point lead for Detroit as they bring the ball down. Cunningham has it up top. Coming to his left off the Duren screen. Driving it down in the lane, throws up the floater. Too strong, can't get it to go. J. Will snags the rebound after being held in the paint, rips the ball away, and ultimately a foul on the Pistons. And again, Pistons, palms up in the air, frustrated with the foul call, frustrated with the officiating. MMA Junkie, what's up, MMA? Aaron Wiggins is so bad. I mean, he is playing out of role. And Cade Cunningham just loses track of Cason Wallace under the rim, standing there all by himself, and he lays it up and in nice and easy. Here comes Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Has it up top. Coming to his left, Lou Dort hounding him. Cunningham has not struggled in this matchup at all. They get it over to Harris. Back to Cunningham, a bad pass. And it's out of bounds on the Pistons. Too much standing around for the Pistons on that possession. Detroit, Oklahoma City trying to apply some more ball pressure, getting up into the ball handlers. Cason Wallace coming to his left, crossing over, down the lane, scoop layup, got it to go. Cason Wallace, really impressive play coming out, and it is back to a 3-point game, 61-59. Back-to-back buckets for Cason Wallace here. Lil Slat, what's up, Slat? Is Isaiah Joe in? Isaiah Joe is not in. These are the lineups both teams have out there right now to start the second half. J. Will, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace, Jared McCain. And the Pistons have Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson, Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, and Ausar Thompson. Foongpei said, I bet you fear a fully functional Denver? Yes. I mean, I don't really fear any team. Fear is, I think, too harsh of a word. I think any team can beat any team in the NBA. But Denver, to me, is the second best team when fully healthy. The problem is they might never be fully healthy with Aaron Gordon really struggling with these hamstring injuries. He's been out almost all year with it. 313 Thug Living. What's up, Thug? Cade, I'm watching you very closely, brother. Cade has, 12 points on 5 for 7 shooting with 5 assists. He's kind of paced himself here tonight. Has not gone into full, give me the ball, get out of my way, I made everything happen kind of mode yet. We'll see if he picks that up in the fourth quarter. But, you know, the Thunder are doing a pretty good job of just applying just enough pressure for him to give up the ball in a lot of these situations. Get the ball out of his hands by applying that kind of pressure. Slat said, Lil Slat is Eddie, by the way, brother, on default account. All right, I'll call you Eddie, brother. HP Links, Detroit Pistons beat Denver with and without Jokic. I think any team can beat any team on any given night. Absolutely. The Fleet said, let's go. Thunder fight back. I just want a good competitive game down the stretch. I don't really care who wins tonight. I just give me a good basketball game. I was worried that maybe the Thunder coming out of the second half here, might start losing some steam as the game goes on, but I'm happy to see that they're continuously fighting back here. Going to need a lot of Cason Wallace in the second half here, who's up to 16 points and 7 for 11 shooting. Going to need a lot of J. Will, who has 16 points as well. Both of them tied for the leading scorers on the Thunder. If they can just slow down Cade and Duren. If they can't, Cade and Duren will continue to dominate this game, and the Pistons should be able to run away with this one. But if they can do just enough to slow them down, the Thunder will give themselves an opportunity to steal this one at the end. Kenneth Lopez, what's up, Ken? I need Joe for 12. I'm rooting for you, brother. Lana Mona said, what's your take if iHeart didn't leave? Do you think they trade for Cat? Absolutely not. I don't think they trade for Karl-Anthony Towns. I think they go into their season really liking their roster with Julius Randle and Isaiah Hartenstein there. Maybe they do end up flipping Julius Randle for somebody at some point, but I think they really like their team. I think they go into the season with that, and they try to compete for a championship, and I do think they were a championship contending team with that roster, with Hartenstein at center. Hartenstein's that good, which is why I'll never forgive him for leaving, because he completely changed the trajectory of the Knicks, and now they had to pivot to a team that, with a bunch of players who I'm not going to lie, was never really that big of a fan of. Here we go. We also lost Dante DiVincenzo, who was one of my favorite Knicks on the team. So that sucked. Cade Cunningham bringing it down, being guarded by Dort. Cunningham has it atop. They get over to Duren. Duren being guarded by J. Will. Fakes the handoff, gets it over to Thompson. Thompson, high post, being guarded by McCain. Swings through to his left, pulling his way in the paint. Fall away mid-range jumper. Got it to go in the paint. If Ausar Thompson can just consistently go to that shot right there, it would go a long way for his career. Just sometimes he gets into the paint and does not want to shoot that pull-up jumper. Happy you're shooting it here tonight. Cason Wallace pulls it out, dancing with it, coming to his left, kicks out to Lou Dort. Lou Dort will settle for the mid-range shot, comes up short, long rebound. Cason Wallace beat them to the ball, kicks it back over to Dort. Dort, a right wing three in the relocation, got it to go for Lou Dort, and it is a 2-point game, 63-61. Detroit leading by 2. Cunningham bringing it down the other way. Lobs it over the top of Duren. Duren in the paint. Spins off the defender. Scoop layup. Got it to go on the little reverse Alex English off the glass for Jalen Duren. Cason Wallace on the left wing. Dancing with it down the lane. Ball knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Thunder, though. Nikola Topic, first guy off the bench. He didn't play until the second quarter. Out tonight. Isaiah Joe and Brandon Carlson both injured tonight. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I was looking forward to Brandon Carlson after what we saw from him in that first half. You gotta be kidding me, man. Mike John German said, Thunder better turn up now. I can't believe. Like, Isaiah Joe, he was not playing well tonight, but he's another scoring option that now they don't have in the second half. Nikola Topic comes to the rim, kicks out to McCain, a nice open look. Can't get it to go. But Brandon Carlson was the other big body they have. They're now down 3 big men, and really the only guy left they have is J. Will, who rolled his ankle to start the game. Inside pass to Ausar Thompson, cutting along the baseline for the two-handed slam. And a 6-point lead for Detroit. If Detroit doesn't ultimately run away with this game, man, it is going to look not great. Topic struggling with his handle, kicks it up top to big man J. Will. Big man J. Will fakes the handoff, keeps it, hands it off to McCain. McCain coming to his left, driving it down past Cunningham. Scoop layup, gets chased down, blocked by Cunningham, and the Pistons are off and running, pushing the other way. Harris up top, pulls it out, gets it over to Cunningham. Cunningham quickly looking to attack to his left, bump Euro down the lane, leaves it off for Thompson. Reverse layup for Thompson, got it to go, looking for a foul, doesn't get it, but he did get the layup to go, and it's an 8-point lead for the Pistons. They should start pulling away and blowing this one out. Cason Wallace on the left wing, attacking, inside pass to Topic, who mishandles the pass, kicks out the big man J. Will. J. Will swings it out to Dort. Dort off the bounce, crosses over to his right, behind the back, fall away mid-range jumper for Lou Dort. Too strong, can't get it to go. Thompson with the rebound. Cunningham looking for the ball, and Thompson says, go ahead. But now he gets it over to Cunningham. See, I want Ausar Thompson to do that a little bit more. Thompson, and they get it to Thompson rolling to the rim, lefty layup. Can't get the layup to go. Good boxing out from Cason Wallace on Duren. Here comes McCain. Bounce past the Topic to the rim. Lefty layup. Gets blocked by Cunningham, and Cunningham got something to say about it. Here comes Harris bringing it down. Gets it over to Robinson. Going along the left baseline. Reverse layup for Robinson. Got it to go against McCain. Part of the reason McCain was also traded. Not a very good defender. And an 8-0 run for the Pistons gives them the 10-point lead. That's it. It would be a shame if Detroit lost. Hope it happens. I think it's very unlikely it happens, but it could. It could. 10-point lead, though, now. This is exactly what Detroit needs to do. Exactly what Detroit needs to do. Allowing Oklahoma City to hang around as long as they have is giving them a ton of confidence to continue to play the way they're playing. But now Detroit picking up their defensive pressure now, getting out and running, looking to pull away eventually with this one right here. Captain Massive said, thanks for the reminder. I forgot the like button. Appreciate you, Cap. Appreciate you. Again, if you guys are enjoying the show tonight, go ahead, hit that like button. I'd very much appreciate it. It is by far the best thing you can do to help support the channel. So I appreciate you. Joseph, what's up, Joe? Jerson said, which Thompson twin wins a ring first? Ausar Thompson. Ausar Thompson will win a ring first before Amon Thompson. Mostly because I believe Cade Cunningham is one of the best players in the league, has fully emerged as an MVP candidate this season. And Ausar Thompson playing alongside of him will allow him to win a ring before Amon Thompson does, because the best player on his team is 37-year-old Kevin Durant, who maybe has just nuked the chemistry of that team with the leaks that came out with Kevin Durant. So when Kevin Durant ultimately ends up leaving that team, if Amon Thompson doesn't continue to raise his game up to not just all-star level, but all-NBA and, maybe dark horse MVP level type of player, I don't see Houston's path unless they make a big trade. Maybe they use Şengün in a trade package to get a better player or a franchise cornerstone level player. I don't know. But unless that happens, Houston going all in with not all in because they still have draft picks they could trade, but going in pretty heavily, trading away really good assets between Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green for Kevin Durant is seemingly not the best short-term thing. The issue with Houston as well is that they would be definitely a championship contending team instead of a dark horse contending team this year if Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams don't go down for the entire year. Joe said, I still remember that missed three by Cade against the Rockets that got the offensive rebound, then drove between two guys with the one-handed slam. That play WWE Electric, it was a fun play. It was indeed. Eddie said, what quarter did Isaiah Joe get injured in? I don't know. He played in the second quarter, so I guess the second quarter. Right? I guess the second quarter. Jerson said, good call. Yeah, my Rockets are a bit in strife with Durant. Yeah, he just maybe nuked the chemistry of that team, and they may never be the same as long as Kevin Durant is there. Kevin Durant tends to be involved in a lot of situations like that throughout his career so far, right? Chemistry of the team drops by 10-20% with Kevin Durant on the roster. Just seemingly does not get along with anybody. Kason Wallace has it up top. Here we go. We're back into it. Gets it over to Topic. Topic driving to his right. Stops. Spins. Kicks out to Wallace. Pump fake. Spins to his right. Down the lane. Kicks out to J. Will. Pass fake. Gets it over to Dort. Dort pass fakes. Kicks it out to Topic. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Kason Wallace. Great ball movement. Ends up with an open three, but they can't get it to go down. Topic knocks it around. Out to J. Will. Left corner three for J. Will. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Harris ends up with it. And we are approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. Nice defensive stop for the Pistons there, despite the fact that the Thunder were able to create a nice open look. They get it out to Cunningham. Pump fakes, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Cunningham has the size and strength advantage, bullying his way to the paint. Past him, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and a loose ball foul on Kason Wallace, crashing into Jalen Duren there, trying to keep him off the glass. Bruce Fowler said, you know who I am. Shout out KD, nuking yet another team. He nuked the Suns, he nuked the Nets, now he's nuking the Houston Rockets. Tried nuking the Golden State Warriors, but they were just like, you can go. Tobias Harris, a fall away midi, can't get it to go. Jalen Duren, the offensive rebound, can't get the putback. In the paint, draws the foul, he's going to the foul line for two. Too big, too strong, too talented down low for Jalen Duren. And the Thunder are just running out of options at bigs tonight. My goodness. My goodness. Kareem, what's up, Kareem? Franz said, who is your MVP this season? My order would be Jokic 1, SGA 2, Wemby 3, Cunningham 4. And the winner will, I guess, ultimately be decided who plays at least 65 games this year. That's it. TMS said Cade getting that new star treatment from the refs. No calls at all. Dang. Yeah. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Duren knocks down both free throws. 12-point lead for the Pistons, and they are threatening to pull away from this one now. Here we go. Approaching the halfway point. Wiggins has it up top. Aaron Wiggins loses the handle on the ball, goes right to Cunningham. Hit ahead to Thompson. He's got one man to beat in Topic. Topic just fouls him up in the air, and it'll send Ausar Thompson to the foul line for 2. It's a good foul from Topic. Ausar Thompson recognizes it. Good foul, young man. He's going to dare Ausar Thompson to knock down 2 free throws. Who's not a very good, very consistent free throw shooter. It's a good foul from Topic. Suns Gen. What's up, Suns Gen? Suns in action tonight? I don't think so, right? Thompson comes up short on the free throw. This is why you found transition there. Jeremy Jordan. What's up, Jeremy? Team has said Pistons best defense in the league for a reason. I mean, technically the Thunder are, but without their starters out there, 4 of their 5 starters are out, and 3 of their 4 big men are out. Topic down the lane, can't get the scoop layup to go. Thompson didn't miss both free throws, by the way. We're past the halfway point, and then the Cade Cunningham throws it behind Harris and turns it over. Jeremy Jones said, are the Pistons going to win? They should. They should. We'll see if they'll be able to pull it off. They're up by 12 now. Just Dad said Suns play the Lakers tomorrow. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with the LA Floppers. The LA Crybabies. Topic has it up top, attacking to his right. They kick it out to Dort. Dort to right wing 3. Can't get it to go. Jalen Duren skies for the rebound. Here comes Thompson. Thompson bringing it down. He has it on the left wing. Get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham jab step. Jab step. Dancing with it against Dort. Coming to his right. Pulls it out. Good defense from Dort. He's dancing around the Duren screen to get it into Duren. Inside to Ron Holland. And Ron Holland gets the two-handed slam along the baseline in that dunker spot. Nice drop-off pass from Duren. And it is a 14-point lead after a 12-0 run. Thunder got it back down to 2. The Pistons called a timeout. Nice pump fake from Kenrich Williams to get past Jalen Duren for the easy layup. Here comes Ausar Thompson the other way. Thompson on the left wing. Being guarded by Aaron Wiggins, hands it off to Cunningham, being chased by Dort. Cunningham up top. Sees 2 defenders. Kicks it over to Duncan Robinson, a wide open left wing 3 on the relocation. Got it to go. Aaron Wiggins tried to get out there, but was just a second too late, giving Duncan Robinson more than enough space. Good defense from Thompson to knock the ball out of bounds against Topic. But this is where the Thunder are. They got rookie in his 6th game, I think, here tonight. Out there for heavy minutes in the second half here. Down so many injuries, so many guys. Kenrich Williams, Brooke Barnheiser, Kason Wallace, and Aaron Wiggins run out the rotation. The Pistons got Harris, Thompson, Paul Reed, Ron Holland, and Karis LeVert in there. No Duren, no Cunningham. We'll see how this plays out for the Pistons, or if they're going to give the Thunder an opportunity to get back into this one. We'll see. They leave it off for Kenrich Williams, a straightaway 3. Got it to go for Kenrich Williams. Okay. It was a 15-point game, now back to 12, and an off-ball foul. Kason Wallace fouls Cunningham. Cunningham was trying to come up for the ball. JCB said Thunder will win by 10 plus. They got a lot of work to do if they want to do that. Freeway, who's slow? What's up, Freeway? Of Detroit fans are going to celebrate this. I mean, you should celebrate every win you get, no matter the opponent. Cunningham tried to throw a bullet pass inside. Nobody from the Thunder touching. It's just out of bounds. Cunningham trying to throw the home run pass rather than make the simple play. Turns it over there. They got a 12-point cushion right now. So not too big of a deal, but you don't want to start getting reckless in your play. Cunningham remains on the court. I thought he subbed out. Kenrich Williams has it. Loses the hand on the ball. Topic dives to save it. The Pistons pick it up. It's a 5-on-4. Hit ahead pass to Paul Reed, who gets the layup to go in transition there. And it's back to 14 as it goes. Kason Wallace bringing it down. Coming to his left. Snaking it back to his right hand. In the lane. Tries to kick it out to Brooks Barnheiser. Gets knocked out of bounds by the Pistons. Euro, what's up, Yer? You streaming Boston versus Nuggets? Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. We will stay live tonight for the doubleheader. The game after this one should be the game of the night. This one is good. Had the potential to be great. But the Thunder are sitting, not because they want to, but as Thompson comes up with a block and then Topic throws it away. But 4 starters for the Oklahoma City Thunder are injured today. So it ends up being the Thunder C team going up against a fully healthy Pistons team. The only guy the Pistons are missing is Isaiah Stewart with the suspension. You said Boston for the win. I just need a good, fun, competitive game from 2 healthy teams, which is what we're not really getting in this one. As the Pistons are starting to turn up the defensive pressure here. Thompson came up with the block previously, which got them out and running. They have a 14-point lead with 3:30 to go in this quarter. Paul Reed's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Hayden Humphrey, what's up, Hayden? Stop making excuses. Hayden said that's what you get for talking about Detroit. Who's talking about Detroit, brother? You got to get out your feelings, big bro. You got to get out your feelings. Judge that said next time down the court, Carlisle called another play, and Luka told him to shut up and call his own play. Carlisle? In Detroit? Delay a game warning on the Pistons after Paul Reed knocked down both of his free throws. Or did he split them? He split the free throws. It is a 15-point lead. Kason Wallace gets it over to Topic. Topic spins, pulls it out, gets it out to Wallace. Wallace coming to his left, driving it down, step back, foul line, fall away jumper for Wallace. Got it to go. They need somebody to step up if they want to stay competitive in this game. Cade Cunningham bringing it down against Wallace. Coming to his left, driving it down, leans in, fall away jumper from him, hitting him with the same move, and he gets it to go. Cade Cunningham just casually getting to his spots, knocking it down tonight, not forcing it, not trying to do too much. He got 14 and 9 already tonight. He's only taking the 9 shots. Kason Wallace dancing with it against Duncan Robinson, shoves it over to Kenrich Williams, who pump fakes, stops, turns, has it in the post against Paul Reed. Half spin, leaves it off for Aaron Wiggins. Wild reverse layup, can't get it to go. And then Cunningham throws it away for another turnover. 2-handed slam for Aaron Wiggins. And Cunningham comes over for the foul, trying to save the easy 2 points. Good foul from Cunningham. Will send Aaron Wiggins to the foul line to earn it with 2 free throws. G4 said Jalen Williams on the bench. Jalen Williams is on the bench, yes, sir. They have Kenrich Williams and Brooks Barnheiser on the bench. Their 4th-string big man was young big man Brandon Carlson, who also went out with an injury here tonight. Aaron Wiggins misses a free throw. Missed free throws is definitely something you can't afford. Don said, stop crying? Who is crying, brother? Audacity Sports said, yeah, I needed OKC to be at full strength. We've been having issues with the West Coast teams. I mean, missing 4 starters, I don't know who you're going to be competitive with. 14-point game, 2:30 to go. Timer's a little behind, but we'll catch up. Cunningham has it up top. Cross-court pass to LeVert. Catches, pump fakes, ran off the line. He'll take the baseline. Goes up, layup, off glass. Got it to go for LeVert. No real big man in there with J. Will, the only big man available, is off the court getting his rest, and the Pistons are doing exactly what they need to do. Attack that paint. Kevin Huerter's in the game, by the way. That's where we're at. Hayden said, you flop Cade, but love the Thunder? You might be new around here, brother. I don't care about the Oklahoma City Thunder at all. Jeremy Jordan said, bro, what? I don't know what's going on with some Pistons fans in the chat tonight. Y'all are acting real weird. We cover all 30 NBA teams, and I'm not going to lie, this is the weirdest fan base we've covered all season. You guys act real weird in the chat. Jaron McCain knocks down a left wing 3. It is a 13-point game, 85-72. Under 2 to go here. Why did I stop the timer? Under 2 to go. Cunningham has it in the post against Wallace. Stops, turns, spins. Cunningham up top to LeVert. LeVert, a straightaway 3, wide open. Got it to go for Karis LeVert. And it's back to 16 and goes. Thunder struggling to keep up with the Pistons here. Wallace trying to answer with the 3 of his own, and he does. But you can't afford to trade baskets if you want to get back into this game. If you're Oklahoma City, still 13. Score was a little off there, 88-75. Don't know what happened. LeVert has it on the left wing, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams trying to apply some good pressure on the ball here. Coming to his right off the Paul Reed screen. Good screen for Paul Reed. Leaves it off inside for him rolling to the rim, and he gets the easy layup. And Kenrich Williams trying to hype up his teammates here. And then Ron Holland tries to get the steal, and the inbounds ends up fouling Cason Wallace. 1:14 to go. It is 90-75. DeAndre said, should you stream for the NFL too or not? No. The issue with streaming the NFL is that I'm just not knowledgeable enough about the NFL. It would not be as entertaining for me to do it because I just don't know enough. I don't know enough. Lil Marv said, what do people be insinuating when they say weird? Weird means weird. Weird means weird, brother. There is no insinuation other than what the meaning of the word weird means. Cade Cunningham goes all the other way in transition and gets the layup to go. Nikola Topic bringing it down, gets it over to Wallace. Wallace attacking her off the bounce, shoves it over to McCain. Reverse layup, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2, but they're trailing by 17 points here. Eric C. What's up, Eric? Brian Jacobs. What's up, Brian? Hayden said, you weird? Sure, brother, sure. Charles said, Detroit fans are the greats. I'll say this. I've covered all 30 NBA teams. I've interacted with all 30 NBA fan bases. This has by far been the weirdest night of interacting with Pistons fans. Guys have been very weird in the chat. McCain knocks down both free throws. 92-77. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. 15-point lead for the Pistons. They've done a great job of taking full control of this game right now. Still not necessarily out of the realm of possibility that the Thunder can make a comeback, but they got a large uphill battle to climb here. Paul Reed gets blocked by Brooks Barnheiser. He's going to push it the other way over to McCain. There's about a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. They should hold it, and they will. Wallace has it up top. Crosses over to his right, kicks it back over to McCain, pump fake, sidestep dribble, puts up the 3, got it to go. It's a 12-point game. All right. They got to get one defensive stop if they want to go in at least down 12, which is not the worst thing in the world. Cunningham bringing it down against Wallace. Cunningham up top, gets it over to Paul Reed, ball knocked out of his hands, but a foul is called, and they are in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws. Not a good foul from Kenrich Williams. I get trying to be aggressive on defense, trying to make a play. But you're just giving them 2 free points here. LeVert to the foul line for 2. Eric C. said, listening to the streams and watching 8 Mile. Dawn said, Thunder fans are crying? We got a couple of Thunder fans in here tonight, and I haven't seen any of them cry. Lil Marv said, is the red chef's hat normal or weird? It's definitely a little on the weird side. He said, a chef sports show is kind of weird. Sure. This is definitely the weirdest chat I've had so far this season. I'll tell you that. Audacity said, "Don't love us all into that." Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying not to, but definitely a weird night. LeVert knocked down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. JB said, do you think Cunningham will pass 37 points, rebounds, and assists? Maybe. He might not. LeVert knocks down both free throws. It's a 14-point game. 5 seconds to go. We'll see how much Cade Cunningham has to play here in this fourth quarter. He usually starts the fourth quarter. Cason Wallace has to heave up a well-contested straightaway 3 at the end of the quarter. Can get it to go. And it's a 14-point lead for Detroit going into the fourth quarter here. Cade Cunningham usually starts the fourth quarter, sits in the middle of it, and then comes back in to close out the game. We'll see how much he has to play here or if that's the rotation they will go with. 14-point lead for Detroit going into the fourth with the limitations that Oklahoma City's roster has tonight. That should be a more than comfortable enough lead for them to pull this one off. Don, what's up, Don? Appreciate you, brother. Marvin's Road with the Marvin's Road. BTA. I mean, 14 is not like out of the realm possibility they can make a crazy comeback. It would have to be a crazy comeback, though. Detroit would have to go ice cold from the field, and the Thunder would have to knock down a bunch of perimeter shots. It could happen, but it is unlikely. Lebuski? What's up, Lebuski? Early fouls lead to loss against San Antonio. Good game. The San Antonio game was an excellent game. That was fun. That was what I was hoping we would get tonight. But the Thunder, too many injuries. I'll give Chet Holmgren the benefit of the doubt with the back injury. I won't question that. Sure, if you say your back hurts, whatever. Hardenstein, the big coward, decided to rest the day. And I know it's not always on the players to decide when they rest, but I definitely would have wanted to be out there for my teammates, knowing how shorthanded they were going to be today. But that coward did not want to go up against the rough and tumble Detroit Pistons tonight. Brian J. goes to the Brian. Detroit, look at Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups. Freeway Hoosler, what's up, Freeway? Love how Detroit fans appear and disappear. The arena has been empty the last 20-some years. HB Link said Detroit has no mercy. They do not, nor should they. Yours said the Raptors are hooping. Let's go around the league real quick before we start this fourth quarter. Raptors are up by 12 on the Spurs here going into the fourth. All right. San Antonio, I was expecting you to handle business tonight for the Eastern Conference, giving the Raptors a loss, but Raptors fighting back. They got the highlights up here on the screen now. And they're showing Victor Wembanyama highlights. They're down by 12. Should have some respect for Toronto. Show some Toronto highlights. Warriors taking on the Grizzlies and just running them out of the gym. JCP said Detroit fans fragile. It's not every Detroit fan in the chat, but that was a weird stretch with really, really bizarre interactions. Rockets up big against the Kings, up by 24 already, early in the third. Bucks up by 10 on the Cavs. Of course, the Cavs play, well, they are without Harden, right? Harden, I assume, is out. Brian Jacobs, the only good thing about Detroit is Eminem and vehicles. And Isaiah Thomas, but he went to Indiana. And he's from Chicago. No Donovan Mitchell and no James Harden tonight. Down by 9 to the Bucks. What happened with Donovan Mitchell? HB Link said the New York Knicks ain't an NBA champion since Willis Reed hopped out the MSG tunnel. That is a fact. That is true. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. But we know Harden is out with a broken hand. If you guys didn't know, Harden, broken thumb. Mobley's out with a calf, and Mitchell's out with a groin. All right. Here we go. Pistons can't convert on their offensive possession of the quarter. Cade Cunningham does start on the bench in the fourth quarter here. McCain, a pull-up three, can't get it to go. Duren with the rebound. Duren does start the fourth, though. Here comes LeVert pushing the other way. LeVert has it up top, pulls it out, being guarded by Barnhizer. They get it over to Dennis Jenkins. They do a good job of knocking the ball in the half court, or into the backcourt. The Thunder were arguing that they didn't touch it and it should have been a backcourt violation. They don't give it to them. Dennis Jenkins up top, attacking Barnhizer down the lane. Lefty layup off glass, gets blocked. Loose ball, gets knocked out of the air. Barnhizer diving for it. It's a shot clock violation. You didn't have to do all of that. I like the hustle from the young kid, but you didn't have to do all of that. HB Link said Cleveland scared of Detroit. I mean, okay. Freeway, who's low to Freeway? Here goes song for the Pistons fans. Thong. Audacity Sports said, your weird comments seem more like trolls to me. Which comments have been weird? Oh, the comments in the chat? Yeah, I get that, but trolling is weird. Trolling is weird behavior. A 3 for J. Will, cuts it to 11. Okay, cut it to 11. The Thunder look like they're in a 3-2 zone. They get it in the corner to Herder. Herder pump fakes along the baseline. Up top to a wide open Dennis Jenkins. Straightaway three. Comes up short. Long rebound. Jenkins ends up with it. Pulls it out. Jenkins crosses over to his right at the Paul Reed screen. Down the lane. Throws up the floater off glass. Got it to go for Dennis Jenkins. Phoenix says, stop hating on Detroit. Where y'all from? When any team isn't winning, fans decide to stay home. So please be real about it. Sure, brother, sure. McCain knocks down a right wing three, knocks it to 10. The Thunder struggling. I gave 3 points to the wrong side. Thunder struggling to get stops here, but they are trading 2s for 3s at least, and they got it to 10. Danish Jenkins driving to his right. Euro steps down the lane, kicks it out to LeVert, swings through to his right. He's got a lane, tries to drop it off to Duren, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Detroit. OKC is immediately signaling to their coaching staff to challenge. JCB said, McCain, the brotherhood. Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Streaminess is down, so here we are. Appreciate you, Ryan. Appreciate you. Brian Jacobs said, Cade doesn't deserve this. The Thunder are going to use their timeout and challenge this. Just that said, fitting if this goes into overtime? I think if this goes into overtime, that's a tough one. Against the Thunder C-League team and maybe even D-League team. Some of the guys, they Topic playing extended minutes tonight. Barnheiser playing extended minutes tonight. You lose Carlson in the second quarter or first quarter when he got minutes. Judge, that's a Dort's been terrible. Dort is not. He's only got the 3 points, right? No, 5 points. He's knocked down a 3 and then a midi. Audacity said, yeah, all Pistons fans are not what you see. Oh, I believe that for sure. But this has definitely been the weirdest interaction of all the fan bases I've had so far this season. I would say it's a weird night, not because of Pistons fans. It's just, I don't know if tonight is the night to troll when you're playing the D-League, the G-League Thunder. It's just, I don't know, just take your victory. 313 Thug Living, what's up? What's up, Thug? Spurs winning the title as of today, in my opinion. I can't trust a team that hasn't even won a playoff series yet. It's also part of the reason why I can't really trust the Pistons yet, right? It's hard to envision it when you haven't seen them put it all together yet in a playoff setting. I feel the same way about the Pistons I do about the Spurs, where it's just, you got to see it in a playoff setting. It's hard to envision it. Regular season is one animal. Playoffs are a different beast. DeAndre said, I just want my Knicks to take it home this year. They got a lot to overcome, but they can do it. Nigo said, Spurs only down by 5. All right, let's go around the league as the officials try to figure out what's going on in that game. Cavs are coming back too, only down by 2. Starting to close out the third quarter there. 3 minutes to go in that one in the third. The Rockets are blowing out the Kings, to be expected, although it is down to 18. Warriors are smoking the Grizzlies out of the gym right now. Raptors Spurs locked in a 5-point game, 10 minutes to go in the fourth. I expect the Spurs to pull this one off. I'm not a believer in the Raptors. Their offense can be very hit or miss. Spurs should be able to lock down defensively in this one to pull this one out. It would be a very impressive win for the Raptors, though, if they could pull it off. And then obviously we have our Thunder-Pistons matchup. Just that said, we're all doomed being born Knicks fans. Yeah, it's been misfortune after misfortune after misfortune. Gray's Cup? Gray's Gup. What's up, Grays? Knicks gonna need some help from good old Adam Silver to do that. And I'll tell you right now, Grays, as a lifetime Knicks fan, Adam Silver ain't helping the Knicks do nothing. Adam Silver does not like the Knicks at all. Part of it is that he's got no relationship, or a very bad relationship, with James Dolan. James Dolan and Adam Silver do not like each other, so Adam Silver will not be helping the Knicks in any regard. Aaron Wiggins a straightaway 3 after they did win the challenge and got possession. And now here come the Pistons pushing the other way. Off the missed 3. Good defense from Wiggins on LeVert. LeVert has it up top, being guarded by Barnheiser. They get over to Duren. Duren up top, being guarded by J. Will. Duren hands it off to LeVert. LeVert coming to his right, down the lane, throws up the floater, comes up short, bouncing on the rim, and he gets the friendly roll for it to go down. And this is the inconsistent nature of Caris LeVert. He was a big nothing in the first 3 quarters, and then so far here in the fourth quarter, he's been providing them really nice, solid possessions. He's up to 9 points. Kenrich Williams crosses over in the lane, kicks out to Barnhizer. No hesitation three for Barnhizer, and he can't get it to go down. A three for, who's that? Javonte Green. Here comes Danish Jenkins bringing it down, crossing over to his right, kicks it up top to LeVert, driving to his left, head down in the lane, floater. Can't get it to go off the back rim. Jay Will skies for the rebound. It is a 12-point deficit for the Thunder. They've knocked down some shots, but they can't get stops. Step back three from McCain. Comes up well short, careens off the side of the rim, and Danish Jenkins secures the loose ball rebound. And he'll walk it down the other way. 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jenkins up top to get it over to LeVert. LeVert up top, coming to his right, off of Duran's screen. Duran in the game. LeVert directing traffic, gets it over to Jenkins, curling to his right at the foul line, pump fake, sprays it out to Green, a bad pass. Green almost falls out of bounds, has to heave it up there with the shot clock winding down, hit the side of the backboard, and it is a shot clock violation. Judge that said, the 1 year Halliburton and Tatum aren't a factor. The Pistons are better. That's doomed fanhood. I mean, that's just the team not taking advantage of the opportunity that they were given. McCain has it up top, coming to his right off the Jay Will screen. Jay Will popped for a straightaway three. Jay Will, my goodness, he is giving them everything they needed. And I don't have the stats up for you guys. My apologies. There we go. Jay Will up to 22 points, 8 for 12 from the field. I mean, he is 5 for 9 from three. He is letting it fly, and he's knocking them down. LeVert down the lane, leaves it off for Jalen Duran, spins, misses the layup, but gets his own offensive rebound and put back, and the and one for Jalen Duran. Just padding his stats a little bit. Always a fan of a little stat padding. The Flea said, Susan don't want you? What's up with Susan? Oh, Drolano. Come on, brother. JCB said, within 10? It's back to 11. Back to 11. Charles Bowsnake. What's up, Charles? Come on, Pistons, push the lead. Reset. They should be able to push the lead here. Cade Cunningham subbing back in, along with Duncan Robinson. So they got Robinson, Duran, Cunningham, Green, and Herter. Trying to go with a kind of a stretch lineup out here. Robinson, a capable three-point shooter. Cunningham and Duran going to run that pick-and-roll game. Green, one of their more reliable three-point shooters, even though he's very inconsistent from that range. And Kevin Herter is supposed to be a three-point shooter, but we know he has struggled in that regard. Jay Will driving in on Jalen Duran, knocks down the floater, and gets the foul. Jalen Duran did knock down both of his free throws, by the way, so it's a 10-point game. Jay Will can cut it back to 9. Thunder refuse to go away quietly here. Pistons are going to have to dig this one out of the mud a little bit. Not able to run away from him. That's a wild circus shot from Jay Will. Thug Livin said Robinson deserves some type of award for what he has done. Duncan Robinson? What has he done? It's a 9-point game. As Jay Will knocks down the free throw, it is a career high for Jay Will with 25 points now. Cunningham driving to his right in the lane, throws up the floater. Got it to go for Cade Cunningham. He has just calmly gone to his spots tonight, not forced anything. Probably looking to take over a little bit here in this fourth quarter, making sure that his Pistons pull off the victory. Jay Will has it up top. Bullet pass over to Barnhizer along the baseline. Being guarded by Robinson. Barnhizer fall away mid-range shot. Throws up an air ball. Not really the shot you want to go to for the Thunder in that situation. Cunningham coming to his left off the screen. A pull-up three. Oh, he's Cade trying to send this one home. 5 straight points for Cade Cunningham. Pull-up three, gets it back to 14, and that's a backbreaker for the Thunder. McCain coming to his right. Gets it up top to Jay Will. Sprays it out to Wiggins. Wiggins swings through to his left. Down the lane. Gets stripped out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Thunder. Approaching the halfway point of this fourth quarter here. 6:49 to go. The OMG father with the OMG. Jay Will would start for 20 teams. Thunder are so deep. I don't know if he'd start for 20 teams, but he'd definitely, at the very least, be like the straight-up backup big. He is the third-string center on the Thunder. Jay Will hands it off to McCain. McCain dribbles to a pull-up three off the handoff. Got it to go for Jared McCain. And again, they refuse to just kind of quietly go away. Pistons keep trying to push this lead. And a backcourt violation. What are you doing, Cade? Ausar Thompson was coming down probably to receive the ball from Cade so they can get into a set. And Cade gives it to Ausar Thompson as he's crossing the half-court line and ends up being a backcourt violation. Okay, sloppy play. See if the Thunder can take advantage of it. McCain, a mid-range pull-up jumper. He's feeling the jump shot right now. Battle for the loose ball. They call a foul on Cunningham. He's trying to keep Dort off the glass. So the Thunder, even off the missed jump shot, will retain possession here. Trying to get it back to under double digits. Back to a single-digit game. Kenrich Williams comes in. Comes in for Barnhizer. They get it into McCain. McCain up top, being guarded by Thompson. They get it over to Jay Will. He's just going to turn and fire. He's been on fire all night. Misses that one. Kenrich Williams knocks the ball loose. Picked up by Aaron Wiggins. Gets the layup and the foul. Oh, my goodness. Aaron Wiggins can cut this to an 8-point game. All right. All right. It's a nice effort from Kenrich Williams to knock that ball loose. Wiggins picks it up. That is now, 4 fouls on Cade Cunningham. Uh-oh. Suddenly we might have to keep an eye on that. Just that said, my phone is dying at the wrong time. Carlos A. What's up, Carlos? Wiggins knocks down the and one free throw. It is an 8-point game. Here comes Ausar Thompson. They get over to Harris. Harris back to Thompson. The Thunder are in a 3-2 zone here. Cunningham has it against McCain. Swings through to his left. Bullies his way to the rim. Can't get the layup to go, but he does draw the foul. Cunningham enforcing his will in this game right now. He's going to the foul line for 2. Just that's an and 1, down 8. Overtime, please. Nah, we got another game to cover. Let's go. Let's go ahead. Let's get a winner in this game and move on to the next one. OMG Father said, I wouldn't say third string. Chet and Ihart both start. He's more like first big off the bench. Sometimes he's the first big off the bench. But yeah. Ihart and Chet start. Sometimes Mark Dagnall is liable to change that starting lineup. But yeah, I think their general go-to lineup, that's true, is Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren in the starting lineup together. Cunningham knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Tanaj, what's up, Tanaj? I'm from Detroit, and I still don't understand that Ivy trade. Ivy was going to be a free agent at the end of this year, a restricted free agent, and they were not going to pay Ivy to come back to the team. So they traded him for Kevin Huerter, who's probably not going to be a part of the rotation, but they got something back for him. Cunningham knocks down both free throws to get it back to 10. 6 minutes to go. We are at the halfway point. Wiggins driving it down, puts up the layup, can't get it to go, but does draw the foul. I believe that's on Tobias Harris. That is on Tobias Harris. Wiggins going to go to the foul line for 2. Kenny Tran, what's up, Kenny? He said, don't worry, I'm from Dallas and I don't understand the Luka trade. Even if we take it a step back from that, Kenny, I don't understand the Quentin Grimes trade. Traded Quentin Grimes for, which Martin twin was it? Caleb Martin? And I don't understand that. RLB, what's up, RLB? Detroit Pistons are playing well. They are playing well. Chris of 4230, what's up, Chris? OKC for the win? I don't know. They got an uphill battle to climb here. They got 6 minutes to go, and it is an 8-point game after the 2 made free throws from Wiggins. So it is possible. Thompson bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Nope, they're in the zone. 3-2 zone here. Thompson has it up top. They hand it off to Cunningham, and it's a bad handoff, and the Thunder pick it off. Kayson Wallace trying to go the other way. Scoop layup, gets chased down, blocked by Cunningham, his 3rd of the game. Thompson knocks the ball loose. Harris picks it up, and now the Pistons are pushing. Thompson, cross-court pass. Robinson, a left corner 3. That could be a big one. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Kayson Wallace picks it off, shoves it over to Dort. Dort one-on-one against Cunningham. Cunningham has been excellent protecting the rim tonight. They leave it off for Aaron Wiggins, a 3. That could be a big one. Oh, and they got it to go. It's a 5-point game and a timeout for Detroit. The Thunder refuse to go away quietly. 5:20 to go. And it's a 5-point game. 108 to 103. Detroit getting a little too lackadaisical, thinking they probably got this one in the bag, went up by 14. Cade Cunningham getting what he wants, getting a little too lackadaisical with their offense, just giving some points away here. And the Thunder refuse to quit. They keep on fighting. Now we're locked in a tight one. JCB saving basketball. He is indeed. He is coming up huge in this fourth quarter. He's up to 16 points. Durston said, we doing 2 games today? Wicked. Yes, sir, Durston. Yes, sir. We will be live. We will stay live for the game after this. We will be covering Boston taking on Denver in Denver. Should be a good game. Audacity Sports said, Ivy got traded because Sasser and Jenkins both showed they can back up Cade. Yes, and they needed to pay Ivy. They needed to pay Ivy. And they were not going to pay Ivy because exactly what you said, Audacity Sports. Exactly. Hit it right on the head. Jenkins stepped up as a two-way guy, and they needed to clear out space to give him minutes. And Sasser shown to be a solid break glass in case of emergency guard as well. Probably deserves playing time. He might be another guy who gets IV'd in the sense that, like, he might want some playing time, right? And between, obviously, Cunningham and now Jenkins off the bench, they might have to look to trade, not have to look to trade Sasser, but Sasser may want a bigger role than being the third guy on the bench. King Kaizen, what's up, King? JCB said, always bet on the Thunder. Bruce Fowler said, classic NBA finish. This is why we love the game. Oh, this is why I love basketball. The Thunder have every excuse to fold it in and just be like, yeah, Detroit, they're killing us tonight. Yeah. Down 14. Cade Cunningham getting what he won. He's 9 for 12 from the field tonight, 23 and 11. He's open. He's doing what he needs to do. The Thunder have every excuse to be like, no Harnstein, no SGA, no J-Dub, no Holmgren. Brandon Carlson gets hurt tonight. Isaiah Joe gets hurt tonight. No Alex Caruso, no AJ Mitchell. They have every reason in the world to just kind of fold it, send it through, and be like, yeah, Pistons are too good. And the Pistons, I talked about in the pregame, like, the Pistons have done an excellent job this year of not playing down to the competition. And I don't think they've necessarily played down to the Thunder today. I think the Thunder have more so played up to the competition. But the Pistons definitely, in this fourth quarter, a little lackadaisical. We'll see if they respond after this timeout. They should. Audacity Sports said, yep, not enough minutes. And we still got Chaz on the bench who can shoot as well. Yeah. Well, you'll see. You'll see what you can do with Chaz. I wouldn't give up on Chaz Lanier. From every time I've watched Chaz Lanier play, I'm like, that guy is good. That guy can be really good on a team. And he definitely has a skill set that the Pistons definitely need. Probably looking for a little more development from him in his all-around game. We'll see in the future, probably next season, if he can crack the rotation. Should take the LeVert minutes at some point, right? Cunningham, a pull-up three. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. And a foul on the Pistons. Foul starting to pile up a little bit here for the Pistons. And the ball's going to go back to the Thunder. They can get this to a one-possession game right now. Hold on. It's Layco. What's up, Lay? Layco? What's up, Layco? OKC come back like they did with the Cavs. Oh, they're in the bonus already. It did feel like the fouls were stacking up. So Jay Will at the foul line for 2 free throws. My goodness. Jay Will knocks down the first free throw. This is definitely the kind of game. Both of these teams are holding on to the best record in the NBA with only 14 losses on the season. This is definitely the kind of game where OKC is like, all right, this is a real cute story, Detroit. But this is what champions look like. Detroit's got to find an answer here. Cunningham bringing it down as Jay Will knocks down both. 13-2 run for the Thunder to get it back to 3. Cunningham down the lane, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Battle on the glass with the rebound. Paul Reed ends up with it, put back, can't get it to go. He smokes it. Rebound knocked out to Cunningham, over to Robinson, a big-time 3. Throws up an air ball. Jay Will trying to save it. Paul Reed trying to save it, knocked out of bounds. And Paul Reed does a great job of knocking it off of Jay Will as they were both caught in the air. Great play from Paul Reed. And it'll stay with the Pistons. 5 on the shot clock, though, as it was an air ball from Duncan Robinson on the open 3. Cade, gonna inbound it, gets it into Javonte Green, over to Robinson, curling off a screen, pump fake, gets it back to Javonte Green, left wing three, and he splashes it nothing but net. They were so focused on Duncan Robinson looking for the open space that they just got lackadaisical on their coverage of Javonte Green, and he makes them pay. His second made three of the game. Aaron Wiggins has it up top, sprays it over to Jay Will, catches, pump fakes, dancing with it, hands it off to Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams gets it over to Wiggins. Wiggins dancing with it against Duncan Robinson, crosses over, mid-range pull-up jumper off the nice crossover. Got it to go for Aaron Wiggins. He's getting it going, but it's a 4-point game. 4:11 to go. Ausar Thompson will bring it down. Kraken spawn overhaul said they got to show they could beat the C squad. I mean, they're playing the Thunder. They are indeed playing the C squad, but the Pistons are fully healthy outside of obviously Stewart serving a suspension. Paul Reed misses a mid-range shot. I think a little ill-advised shot there from Paul Reed. I know he can knock it down, but that's not necessarily the shot you want to settle for right now. When all the pressure in the world is stacking up to get it inside the Dort. Dort kicks it out to Kenrich Williams, swings through to his left, down the lane, in the paint, kicks it back out to Dort. Dort will settle and fire a three. Can't get it to go. Didn't love that shot from Dort either. A little ill-advised shot as well. Here comes Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Coming to his right off a Paul Reed screen. Stops, pulls it out. Kenrich Williams switched on to him. He's going to look to attack, crossing over to his left. Step back, foul line, follow away jumper, his go-to, and he got it to go. Cold-blooded from Cade to put him back up by 6. Looking to put a little ice on this one for the Pistons. 3 minutes to go. Marvin's World. What's up, Marvin? Hey, yo. What's up, hey, yo? Kings are getting smoked. They are indeed getting smoked out of the gym right now. Let's go around the league while we got some time here with the timeout. Thunder trying to rally. Spurs have taken the lead. They're up by 4 with under 2 to go here in the fourth quarter. JCB said plenty of time. 3 minutes. Time winding down, but definitely plenty of time. And the Kings, 32. Really? Really, Sacramento? 32 at the end of 3? My goodness. And the Cavs, 2-point lead over the Bucks with 8:30 to go. No Mobley, no Donovan Mitchell, no James Harden. So definitely playing off their back foot tonight against the Bucks. Crash Out Boys, and his comment is, I'm going to crash out. Very fitting name then. Joseph Garnett, what's up Garnett? I need OKC to win for 5,000. I'm rooting for you, brother. HB Link said, not enough time for OKC, it's over. Never say never, brother. We've seen some crazy finishes in the NBA. And then obviously our late night game, we have Celtics Nuggets, which we will stay live to cover. Warriors Grizzlies. Warriors ended up pulling it off. The 21-point victory, held on, blew them out end to end. But here we go, checking back in. Thunder will bring the ball down after that timeout. Cason Wallace bringing it down. Wallace has it up top, coming to his right. Attacking Cade off the bounce, pulls it back in the mid-range, got nowhere to go, kicks it out to Jay Will. Jalen Duren is back in the game for Paul Reed, by the way. And Jay Will slips and falls. Javonte Green picks up the loose ball, bringing it down the other way, and he gets tripped and fouled. And I don't think the Thunder are in their bonus, so it should just be side out of bounds. Yeah, third team foul, so it's just side out of bounds. Naughty Ghost, what's up, Naughty Ghost? What are the Kings even supposed to do? Schroeder was their best player and they traded him? I don't know if Dennis Schroeder was their best player, brother. They still have DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, DeMontis Sabonis. The thing is that the Kings are tanking. They're just flat out tanking. 3 minutes to go here. Robinson hands it off to Cunningham, coming to his left off the screen, pocket pass to Duren, rolling to the rim, layup, got it to go. And it feels like Detroit's going to put this game on ice. Really nice rally from OKC to make it interesting. But with 2:45 to go, time winding down on the Cinderella story of the OKC Thunder battling back tonight. Aaron Wiggins misses the open three. Nice, strong rebound from Cade Cunningham over Cason Wallace, and he's bringing it down now. 2:30 to go, time winding down. As long as they don't just throw this ball away continuously, they should be able to pull this one off. 8-point lead. Cade dancing with it, trying to extend it to a double-digit lead, being guarded by Dort. And he steps out of bounds. Another turnover for Cade Cunningham. Turnover stacking up for Cade tonight, along with the 4 fouls. But it should not be too much of an issue. They got 16 turnovers tonight. Should not be too much of an issue. Should still be able to pull this one off. Wallace hands it off to Wiggins. Wiggins driving to his right. Spins off to Thompson. Loses the hand on the ball. Picks it back up. Out to J. Will. Fires the three. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Jalen Duren will send J. Will to the foul line for 3 free throws. So now a silly foul from Duren can allow J. Will to cut it to 5. Kraken said KD killed the Sonics too. I don't know if we could put the blame on KD, but it is funny that he did kind of kill an organization. Keen G said if we win, I'm trolling super crazy. All right, brother. J. Will knocks down the first 2. He's got one more coming. Knocks it to a 6-point game, but 2:10 to go. Not a lot of time for OKC to work with. Stops and scores if they want to. J. Will, by the way, he's got 29. And he knocks down all 3 free throws to give him a 30 ball. J. Will, what a performance. Dennis Jenkins bringing it down. They get it over to Javonte Green, back up top to Jenkins. Thunder look like to be in the zone here. They get it out to Robinson. Pump fake, sidestep 3. Got fouled. Aaron Wiggins. Ooh, that's a flagrant. That's got to be a flagrant because Duncan Robinson goes down holding his right ankle. But he seems all right, actually. Keen G said, you don't play ball if you think a 5-point game is over 2 minutes? For sure. Anything could happen. This is why you watch. Oh, he didn't land on him, though. What happened to a foot? Hold on. Oh, he did land on him. He did land on him. That's a flagrant. Flagrant on a reckless closeout from Wiggins. So it should be 3 free throws and the ball. JCP said lots of time. 2 minutes to go. My timer's a little ahead. 2 minutes to go here. Trey Bush, what's up, Trey? No Shea or J-Dub or iHeart or Chet or Caruso. Yeah, OKC is the better team. This isn't a confidence-building game from the Pistons, but they did ultimately, or have ultimately, for the most part, handled business tonight. Sometimes walking out with the W is more important than how you walk out with the W. Sometimes, not all the time. Robespierre with the Robespierre. Pistons just showing 50% effort, enough to win versus the Yokohamas. Black M's, Black MS, Black Miss. What's up, Black? OKC. There should be a reckless closeout flagrant foul on Aaron Wiggins on Duncan Robinson here. Tries to get out of the way, gets too close. Duncan Robinson lands on his foot, which is usually a telltale sign for a reckless closeout. He lands very awkwardly on that foot. It like turns inside. Usually the sprained ankle, the foot turns outside. He's up and walking around though, so he seems fine. Yeah, so 3 free throws. It is a reckless closeout flagrant on Aaron Wiggins. So 3 free throws for Duncan Robinson here, and the Pistons will get the ball back. And that should end the game, but there are 2 minutes to go. That should be a dagger right there. Detroit boy, what's up, Detroit? We should be able to be better than this with those guys out. Yeah, this isn't a confidence builder of a game for Detroit for sure. They did ultimately walk out with a W. Or you on pace to. Still some time left. But, you know, sometimes you got to win some ugly ones. Sometimes you got to win some ugly ones. It's not going to give you any confidence in terms of like, oh, yeah, we really beat a team that, you know, was a tough physical game. It was a tough physical game, but obviously the Thunder missing as many guys as they're missing. Like I said, not a confidence-building win, but a win nonetheless. Robinson does knock down all 3 free throws. Detroit gets the ball back. CV3 said OKC wouldn't be the Pistons with their starters. I don't know if tonight is the night you confidently say that. Robinson fires up a three. Can't get it to go. McCain with the rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds. 1:48 to go. Thunder will bring it down. 8-point deficit. Not impossible to make this comeback. Unlikely, though. Not impossible. McCain will bring it down. You got to take advantage of every opportunity you have, so you have to get a score here, whether it's a 3 or a 2. Wallace gets it over to McCain. McCain driving the lane. Scoop layup. Got it to go. Easy one for McCain. Take the easy ones. Cade Cunningham bringing it down. You got to get stops. Pistons more than happy to walk the ball down and run down as much time as possible. Thunder still in this kind of 3-2 zone. Kind of a 2-1-2 zone a little bit, too. They spray it out into the corner. Extra pass to Robinson. Extra pass to Danish Jenkins. Wide open left corner three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Knocked over McCain. Hit ahead to Wallace. Wallace 1-on-1 against Cunningham. Can't get the layup to go, but he does get the foul on Cade Cunningham, which is, by the way, his 5th foul. So Case on Wallace going to the foul line for 2. Marvin's World said a win is a win. Yes, ultimately a win is a win, but it's not the kind of win that will inspire any more confidence than you may already have in your team. It just is a regular win, and you move forward. Captain Massive said, I'm sticking around for the next game. Yes, we will be covering the next game. The Denver Nuggets taking on the Boston Celtics. The game is in Denver. 9 p.m. here. It is 10 p.m. where I'm at. That game should be tipping off in about 10 minutes, so this game should be closing out soon. Kason Wallace knocks down both free throws. Here comes Detroit. About a minute to go here. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by McCain. They show 2. Cunningham spins, coming to his left. Looks away his teammate, goes into the lane, throws up a floater, banks it in for Cade Cunningham. Looked like it was going to be off at first, but he gets the friendly roll off the bank shot. And it's 6. A little bit of a backbreaker. Wallace driving it down, gets tied up with Cade, and Cade rips it right out of his hands, and then he throws it right back away. They get over to Lou Dort. Dort gets it over to J. Will. Time not on their side. They got to go quickly. Aaron Wiggins driving it down in the lane. Scoop play with the right hand. Got the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. 39 seconds to go, though. Noah Anderson. What's up, Noah? Stone Blackman said, who won? Nobody yet. Game's still going on. 39 seconds to go. Aaron Wiggins at the foul line. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. 39 seconds here. Wiggins knocks down both free throws. They get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham gets it over to Duncan Robinson. Robinson bringing it down against Aaron Wiggins. They show double team. They get it over to Cunningham. Cunningham's got a wide open lane. Shoves it over to Dern for the two-handed slam. And that should put a bow on it. And a timeout for the Thunder. Unless the Thunder can come out and knock down a 3, get a stop, knock down another 3 to tie it up. 6-point deficit here. Time not on their side. Running out of opportunities here to get back into this one. Morty said a healthy OKC would have lost. It doesn't matter. Detroit better? Sure. He did give up a 30 ball to J. Will. A career night for the brother. Nintendo. Detroit almost choked. I mean, ultimately, a win is a win. You walk away with a win no matter how pretty or ugly or no matter who you're playing. You walk away with a win. That is number one priority. And then you go to the drawing board and you see what you did well, what you didn't do well, what you can build off of, what you can improve on. Stone Blackman said, I would love for Detroit to get Giannis. That would be just scary defense. That would be very scary defense. Depending on who you would have to give up for Giannis, right? I'm sure Milwaukee would ask for Duren, start there, and say you're swapping Duren for Giannis. And I'm sure Detroit would counter and be like, no. Thompson? You'd have to give up Thompson, Holland, and all your picks. You have to give up that, right? Morty says, still not over, though. You never know. It would have to be an epic collapse from the Pistons. It is still possible for the Thunder. But they're going to need some help from the Pistons. They're going to need the Pistons to collapse here. J. Will has it. Tries to hand it off to Wiggins, right through his hands. And out of bounds, back to the Pistons, and that will end it. 24 seconds to go. Now they'll play the foul game. Morty said, I love this Pistons team. I think they need to make... They don't need to make any big moves. And the Thunder foul. They got to play the foul game now. Hope for some missed free throws. Morty said, I don't think they need to make any big trades. Yeah. I think just... Maybe not a big trade, but they definitely need to get some more shooting. Maybe another ball handler. We'll see how, some of the young guys continue to develop. We'll see. I know the MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. thing has very much been on the clock for the Pistons this year in terms of like, hey, man, just go get that guy, right? Go get another shot maker, a knockdown three-point shooter, a spacer, 6'10", can kind of step into that Tobias Harris role and just obviously be a much better version of Tobias Harris. But they elected not to. They agree with you, Morty, in that they like their team. They want to see this young team flourish, see what they can build off of. I will warn you, plenty of teams who are like, no, we're good, we're going to continue to grow, tend to regret that decision down the line. But not every team. Topic is going to drive it the other way and smoke a scoop layup. Kenrich Williams misses the putback, and that will end it. 10 seconds to go, and they're going to allow him to dribble the clock out. 8-point lead, 8-point game. 124-116 will be the final score here tonight as Detroit pulls off the victory against the shorthanded Oklahoma City Thunder. There you go. Nice, solid victory for Detroit. Really fun fight from Oklahoma City. Ultimately, we got exactly what we asked for. We got a nice, fun, competitive game. Happy to see it. And now we got to move on to our next game. BK said, thoughts on the next game score? How about this? I'll tell you exactly what I think about the next game, BK. When we go to it, this is what we're going to do. This is how this works. What will happen is we will end the stream here. And what will come up is the option, if you want to click on the next stream, we will go live right now for the next one. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. If you don't choose to watch the Denver taking on the Boston Celtics tonight, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. It was a fun game. We will be live tomorrow as well, but of course we will continue to stay live. So if you want to continue, watch some basketball with us, stick around. A link will pop up after I end this stream asking you if you would like to join the next room where we will be watching the Denver Nuggets taking on the Boston Celtics. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, and let's keep it going.